Hello everyone, Carnasa here, and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program, or Kerbal Space Pain 2 live stream. Hang on, I'm lost in OBS at the moment. Where is my stream? Here is my stream. This is where we should be, in Kerbal Space Program 2, in the game where we're going to be working on the massive Juna space station, as well as hopefully a surface base, a surface rover, some sort of ascent-descent vehicle, everything. We're going to put everything down on the surface of Juna, and hopefully it all comes together over the course of this live stream. And now, if I don't finish it on this live stream, then, well, there'll probably be future live streams as well. Hello, welcome everyone that's in the chat already. Zaka1349, Opus, hello, hello. Ohio Man on the Moon, hello, welcome to the stream. Pedesjima? Am I saying that right? I might have just completely butchered that. Jamie Scott, hello, welcome everyone. And we are going to be playing some more Kerbal Space Pain 2 today, yes. Because I did put it up for a vote. I put it up on a poll, and I think this came in at about 40% of all of the options, yes. This came at about 40% that people wanted to see me carry on doing this. Although, someone did mention in a comment that the Kerbal Space Program 1 options, which were to carry on with Coming Home Redux and also to just do something else in Kerbal Space Program 1. Those two combined reached about 58% of the votes, so maybe more people were interested in KSP1, but this was the overall winner. This was what most people did want to see, according to the poll anyway. So we're going to come into the game and we're going to start working on some things. I think I'm going to leave the surface base for now and maybe just kind of try and design a little rover that I can drive around the surface of Juna with, because I think that would be quite fun. Also, if I'm going to be a little bit, like, more, well, less alert today, I was in hospital this week. I did mention it at the end of the last video that I did. I am in a little bit of pain still, so I might not be as eager as I have been on some live streams. It's not too bad now, but yes, it was really bad earlier on this week, and it was not a fun time in the slightest, but hopefully I should be fine. But anyway, we are in the vehicle assembly building, or the orbital assembly building, whatever you want to call it. Even the game can't decide what it wants to be known as. It's called OAB in some places, it's called VAB in other places. Like, what is it? What is it? I am still at it. I am indeed. VAB coming to me. Hello, welcome, Zero. A recent video said there were a bunch of layoffs in the KSP2 dev team. Do you know if that's true? Well, I know that the technical director, Paul someone, I can't remember his full name, he got laid off. Apart from that, I don't really know. I don't know the ins and outs of the kind of like corporate structure or the staff structure of Intercept. I have got no idea. I'm just a YouTuber that plays Kerbal Space Program every now and then. Yeah, no, I don't really know about that, but I have heard about the layoffs and all of that. And another thing, yeah, I'm not got my camera on today just because I'm not feeling very well and I don't look very good, and I don't want you to see my sick face on the screen whilst I'm trying to design things, because that honestly is not a very pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight at all. It is the assembly building, TM. It is indeed. Have you still been playing KSP1? I did actually open up Kerbal Space Program 1 the other day. Yesterday I was working a little bit on Coming Home Redux, on some things for Coming Home Redux, hopefully, that we will see at some point, because I filmed all of Farewell KSP, I just need to edit it, and yeah, so I thought, what's the other thing that I need to finish on that channel? Well, it's Coming Home Redux. I need to finish that, so yeah, I was doing a bit of Coming Home. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to work on a little rover. It's going to be a cute little rover, I think. It's not going to be anything big, but I'm going to do it in the same workspace, because, you know, we can keep all of this together in all of one workspace, which will be amazing. Juna X Station, indeed. Thoughts on 65? If you've seen it, I don't know what that's in relation to, unfortunately not. But what if we want to see your sick face? I'm just here, like, pulling contorted, weird faces, just like, you can't even see me, but yes, no, it's, I don't look the best. What do I have to do to become mod? I don't know. Be active on the Discord, be a big YouTuber, I guess. That's usually what my mods are. My mods for my channel are mods over on my Discord, link in the description if you want to go check it out. And if you happen to make Kerbal Space Program related content on YouTube, Carnasa, have you ever considered playing No Man's Sky? I have played No Man's Sky. I've played quite a bit of No Man's Sky. I bought that game. I bought that game on pre-release. Yes, that was one of the games that I bought as soon as it came out, and I played it, and I was like, why the hell did I buy this piece of rubbish? I was so disappointed. I had been hyping up. I was so hyped for that game. It looked like it was going to be amazing, and there was all of these things that Hello Games were like releasing all of the time, and obviously everyone knew how the release of No Man's Sky went. It was terrible. It was really, really, really bad. It was one of the releases of all time. Yeah, it certainly was. Maybe it's not such a smart idea to make this in here, actually, now that I think about it, because I'm getting a little bit of lag just doing this, which is a bit concerning. Yeah, like I'm getting some sort of delay whenever I'm doing anything, and it's probably because this is so friggin' huge. It's ginormous. It's massive. It's huge. It is the Juna station. So I think what I might do is actually I'll just keep this station as one, and then I'll get rid of this because we don't need that. We're completely scrapping that idea. That idea was terrible. It was bad. It was rubbish. We're gonna keep this Juna space station all as one piece, and then I can take it apart. And then have I got my cursor on? I don't know. Am I displaying cursor? Let me check quickly because I'm not sure if it is. Properties, capture cursor. I do have it on. Wonderful. Yeah, so I'll have all of this in one. So I'm going to save this, and then in another save, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on like the surface features, like the surface base, the rover, all of those kind of things. Hey, Carnasa, how come my vessel just dies when I undock? Yeah, if you yes, okay. If you have two parts connected with a docking port, yeah, that's gonna be bad. I don't know if that's meant to happen. Like, you can't undock things if they're docked together originally, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, hopefully that is something that they do fix. And there is a patch coming on Thursday. They're upgrading the game. The game is going to be made better. They're patching it. Hopefully it should be really good. I don't know if it will be, but you know, we can hope. We can have hopes. That's a very tiny rover body compared to that. Yeah, so the first patch this Thursday. Hopefully, theoretically, as long as they don't find anything that is like game breaking with it, and that should be really good. And hopefully it fixes a few things like some of the optimization problems that we are having. Oh, a ding, what is that? What is that? Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, hopefully it fixes some things. I don't know if it will, but I am excited for it. I am very excited for it, because it would be very, very, very nice to have a game that, you know, somewhat runs. I'm just going to make this like this long. There we go, that long. And this is going to be my Juna rover. We are going to put some things on here to make it fleshed out a little bit and, you know, not just some really ridiculous long chassis with nothing attached. No, I'm done. There we go. We've built a rover. I've built a rover. It's got no wheels, but it still is a rover. It's a snake over. You know, it snakes its way along. I don't know what it's going to be doing. But, yeah, we are, of course, going to have some wheels. I wonder, do we go for these size wheels? Are these going to be big enough? Are these going to be big enough? I don't know. They're probably not going to be big enough. Are they? Or maybe they will be. Actually, I think they might be. Are these ones bigger? Ooh, they are. Ooh, look at those. These are quite chunky. I like these. I like the look of these. Look at them. Huge wheels. What? Right, so, right. Look at this. These are medium wheels. These are medium wheels. These are also medium wheels. Yet these are about 5 times as big. Why are they about 5 times as big and fall under the same size category? I do not know. So how big are the large wheels? Oh, they're the really redonkulously sized wheels from Kerbal Space Program 1. Yes, they've been in the game already. Did I know there was a monument at Minmus? I was somewhat aware that there are some Easter eggs that have been hidden. I know Shadowzone did a video on those Easter eggs. I've not actually gone Easter egg hunting myself, but that might be something that I do at some point. But I think Shadowzone pretty much got it all covered in his video that he did, so I'm not sure if it's worth me, you know, making a video about that. But I might go and look for some Easter eggs at some point. But I was talking to some KSP YouTuber earlier on yesterday, just having a chat on Discord about some things. You might know them. Yeah, they're quite a small-time content creator. Guy called Matt Lown. But yeah, we were talking about Easter eggs yesterday. But yes, yeah, no, me and Matt had a bit of a catch up yesterday, which was quite funny. It was quite fun. And yes, definitely nothing coming in the near future. Collab? What? No, definitely not. But yes, things might be happening. Also, the big medium wheels are weaker than my self-esteem. Are they not very strong? So I want to go for the small medium wheels. I'm basically making this some sort of big truck. I think I'm gonna have like these wheels, maybe like a little bit close like this, and you know, we'll get something like this. And hopefully, if I make my center of mass somewhere around here, this shouldn't tip and roll all over the place. And I want to make sure that really only these wheels can turn. Maybe I want the front two wheels to be able to turn and these to also just, you know, provide power for when we drive along. We'll have to see how it goes. Carnasa, are you the boogeyman? I don't think I am. Have you tried saying my name 3 times fast? Because, you know, if you do and I appear in your house, then maybe I am. It would be cool to have an Interstellar DLC so you could travel very far with that awesome giant balls full of hydrogen. I mean, they're not even planning... Interstellar is on the roadmap before release. That's something that they are planning on doing, like having interstellar travel. So that's not even going to be a DLC. That should be within base Kerbal Space Program 2 eventually. But not right now. I'm not sure if I want that there. Do I want to maybe use the Mark II parts, or do I want to maybe use like... No, I don't really like the look of that. See, that looks a little bit big. I'm not sure if I really appreciate that in the slightest. That's a little bit too large. That's a fair whack of a payload. But we could even go larger. Like, look at that. That's silly. Why would I do that? Why would I do this? I think maybe what I will do is something with these. And if I go for Mark II, I could maybe make something look interesting with this. If I put some maybe like monopropellant on here, and I'm going to paint this all eventually, and we can maybe like fill out this structure a little bit, make it look a little bit more like it's just a chassis with some wheels attached to it. I would maybe like something a little bit bigger as well. Can I potentially find something in here that I could, you know, like use to like really fill this out? Because I think I want to make this look somewhat decent. I really should have come into the game and like had an experiment with what I wanted to do over the course of this live stream before, you know, actually live streaming. But as always, I am a silly person and I didn't do that. I was too busy doing other things, like not being very well this week. Yeah, so I've not had much time to play KSP2 at all this week. Which is why I've only got one video out, and I still do not have any of the mod video filmed, which I am going to hopefully get that done after I finish my live stream today. Either do that or end up playing some Icarus, because I have been really enjoying that game. I think it came out a couple of years ago, Icarus. And it's basically, you know, your bog standard survival simulator. You are a, like... person, yes, a person who has been dropped on an alien world that was in the middle of a terraforming initiative, and the terraforming went wrong. You got to go around and collect resources and, you know, do missions and stuff like that. It's very cool. I've been playing that quite a lot recently, and it's been very fun. Right, yeah, I'm just trying to get, you know, some sort of, like, structure to this. I don't know how this is going to work, if this is actually going to do anything, but, you know, I'm getting some wheel protection. We're providing some protection. Carlagda. Oh no, is the stream dead? Did stream die? I don't know. Carnasa, completely unrelated to this, but have you ever played Terraria? No, I have not. Terraria is a game that I have never actually tried. It's basically 2D Minecraft, isn't it? I've probably like caused a lot of people a lot of grief just by saying that, but I know it's something a little bit like that. Isn't it like 2D like survival kind of, and there are bosses in it as well. I'm fairly sure there are bosses involved. There we go. I've got some wheel protection there, you know, just some regular protection, some wheels. The wheels on the rover go round and round. Well, hopefully they will do, but we will see. I'm gonna put a ladder on this because everyone loves ladder. I love ladder. Do you love ladder? Type in chat if you love ladder, because I think everyone should love ladder. Ladder is perfect. We all want a bit of ladder in our life. Right, this is a problem with Parts Manager that I know the mod is trying to work on. Basically, whenever you right-click on a part, it will not let you, well, it means it will make the camera follow around you, which is kind of annoying, but I know the developer, Shadow Dev, is working on fixing that. So hopefully that will be a fix that comes soon, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And I'm going to be mentioning the Parts Manager mod in the next video that I'm going to be doing, the mod updates video. Because there have been a lot of updates to it already since I released my video on that a week ago. Yeah, there's been loads and loads and loads of updates, and lots of things have happened. Rip stream isn't lagging. Yo, Carlado real. I'm on 144p now. Oh dear. So has my internet once again just died? I hate ladders. I love ladder in chat. Ladders are awesome. Ladders are awesome. How else are we going to be able to get the Kerbals down from this section of Rover down onto the surface of Juna? And obviously we do want them being down on the surface of Juna because, you know, where else would the Kerbals want to go? Right, so I think I'm going to put some lights on here because everyone also loves light. Yeah, that's annoying. Don't want that one. I think I'll go for these, and maybe if I turn angle snapping off, if I place them on here. But yeah, I'm terribly sorry if my internet is once again doing a die, because that would be rather upsetting, because, you know, I'm trying to... There we go. Yeah, those are cool lights, right? We got some lights to light up the way so that our Juna rover does not get lost. I think that would be perfect. And I'm going to place some on the top too. You know? Make it look a little bit buggy. If we get those like that, actually, yeah, no, I'm going to get rid of those. If we get those like that, there we go. And then if I come into communications, can I make this look like a giant bug? Like, if I put these here and toggle the antenna. Oh my god, it's the bug rover! I'm going to call it the bug! It absolutely is a bug! Look at that! That's amazing! I love it! Arf. It's probably the game. Is it the game? Or is it just... I know... Well, my internet has been really bad recently. Really bad. And I've spoken to BT, and they should be attempting to fix it. But no one's come over to fix it yet. And it's quite annoying, because YouTube at the moment is my livelihood, really. I do have another job, one other job that I do. Carnasa said do laugh at this scrub. But yeah, for the most part, I'm actually at a point now where I'm trying to make YouTube my living, which is pretty exciting. Like, I never planned on doing that when I started my channel, but it's getting to the point now where it might be a possibility, which is really cool. Really cool. And thank you everyone for subbing to the channel and, you know, coming along and watching my videos and enabling me to eat. Point of view, your Carnasa's internet. No! Farewell, KSP. I am still working on that content. And I actually am planning on spending a lot of time next week fully scripting Juna and making sure that it is all ready to be released, because I would quite like to maybe get that released on next weekend if I can. I've got no idea if I will be able to do that, but it would be very nice if I could. I'm going to put a probe core on there because, you know, everyone loves probe, and it would be very nice to have a probe core on there. And I think I'm going to go for some more monopropellant on the back, and then maybe at the very end I'll figure out what we're going to do over here. Last time the stream was lagging for me when you had the first shuttle landing. Oh wow, so that was quite a while back. Carnasa, when does the next Farewell KSP episode coming? I just said that. I'm going to be trying and working on it this week to try and get it out for next weekend. That is the goal. That is the goal. Those videos take a really long time to make, though. It's just you as a person. Sorry if that joke doesn't connect. What's just me as a person? What? It's not the game. Your audio is freezing also. Oh. Is it really that bad? Is my internet really just dying? Chances are the internet problem is not in-house, but at the pole. Oh no. I think what would really help if people smash that MF like button, but I don't know. Thank you, Sono. Thank you. Maybe that will fix the internet. See, I mentioned this on the last live stream that I did. My internet, I pay for the best internet that I can get, but because of the location that I live in, the best that I can get is not brilliant. It's terrible. It's really bad. It's really quite shockingly bad. Which is rather upsetting because, like, obviously live streaming does take up quite a bit of resources, and I've just only placed one of those. So yeah, And in order to live stream, you need quite good internet. Or I should have quite good internet, because as mentioned, I pay for the best internet that I can. Have I mucked that up? I think I might have done. And yeah, it's annoying because I don't want my live streams to just cut out and randomly die. What was that? Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And more subscriptions. Thank you all for subscribing, even if my internet is doing a die right now and being rather irritating. Right, anyway, we're not gonna get mad. Last live stream that I did, I went off on one. I absolutely went off on one because the game was just so frustrating that I honestly couldn't take it anymore. It was getting quite annoying, and then my internet did actually die, so I stopped live streaming completely. Like, the game was getting to the point where I was getting really annoyed at it, and then I kind of went away. I was gonna have a break, and then the internet just completely cut out, and then I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm done playing Kerbal Space Program 2. I'm not gonna play it anymore. It is really frustrating. Everything is going wrong. Why won't it fix its rubbish little... I just knocked something off my desk. In my rage, I knocked something off my desk. Right, anyway, yeah, I think I do want some more stuff on top of this rover, because right now it looks a little bit boring. We want some interesting things going on up here, definitely. Can we get some beam? Who loves beam? I love beam. Look at that. Everyone loves beam right now. I don't want that, but maybe I do want some beams along here to, you know, like, flesh it out a little bit. Try and make it look a little bit bigger and also weigh a bit more, because I want a chunky Juna rover. There's no point going to the surface of Juna with a rover that isn't going to be thick, right? We want a thick rover. Can I not, you know, connect that to that node? There we go. Lovely. So we'll get those running along the top there, and then maybe I'll do like one of those vehicles from Jurassic Park, The Lost World, where, you know, they've got kind of like a little truss structure going along the top like this. This is not necessary in the slightest. I just want to make this look a little bit more interesting than just a bog standard Juna rover. So that's what I'm going to be attempting to do today, is make something a little bit more interesting than a bog standard Juna rover. That's what we're doing, and we'll get something that kind of like comes along like here. So it's sort of like a lorry or a semi or whatever you call them wherever you're from, that has just a big kind of like trailer at the back, and that's what we're going to be attempting to doing.
Clocks on fox on knocks sick bricks sick chicks, sir. I don't like this trick. Tongue isn't quick or slick. Get all those ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and tocks, sir.
Thank you, Doc Dat, for the donation. I'm sorry that it's not a karaoke stream. So Doc Dat did request a karaoke stream on the poll that I did do. I'm sorry it's not one. Can I maybe like sing in time to the Kerbal Space Program 2 music? But thank you for the donation. They are, as always, greatly appreciated. As soon as I heard the text-to-speech, I was like, oh, that's a dono. I really should go and check that. But thank you very much. Anyway, yes, we're making some sort of weird semi-trailer at the moment, and I don't know how this is going to turn out, but you know, I'm gonna attempt it. That's not looking brilliant right now. Oh no! Damn it. What I wanted, realistically, from these is these big ones. And I want that to be mirrored like that. Yep, there we go. I want the big ones. And then we'll put that there. Roll bars. Roll bars! Yes! Making it more bug-shaped. Indeed. And it's probably... I'm going to call it the bug, as I mentioned earlier on. And it's probably going to bug out. It's probably going to die. Because Kerbal Space Program 2 is still cursed. But we do have an update. We have an update coming. And hopefully the update will fix everything. Sorry, I lost myself a little bit there. I just tried to say that with a serious face, and I just couldn't. I could not do it. It would have been dishonest. It would have been dishonest and words. Well, I don't even know what word I'm trying to say, but clearly it's not meant to be or whatever I'm saying. It's meant to be an actual word, but yes. Why did 40% of you vote for me to carry on playing Kerbal Space Program 2? Why? Why have you done this? Why do you make me suffer? To be honest, I'm not having a terrible time. I've not really played an awful lot of KSP2 this week, so it's actually, this is really the first time I've been playing it. for a few days. So I've had a little bit of a break from it, which is actually kind of nice. So I'm probably going to be less likely to get frustrated over the course of this live stream, which will be good, right? Less frustrated is good. Yes. There we go. This is looking somewhat cool. I'm liking the look of this. Like 3 things. Bug out because it's buggy. Carnasa, so sad we don't have the original KSP music. Just the eerie silence of the VAB. There is some music in the vehicle assembly building right now. You can hear it. It's kind of like doo 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 doo. It's like some arpeggios going on, some synthetic arpeggios in the background that, you know, kind of like lull you into a false sense of security. It's calming music. It makes you think that the game is good and calming and you're never going to stress out because there aren't 7 billion bugs in the game currently. Yeah, no, there is still music in the vehicle assembly building. It's just, yeah, it's a lot quieter. It's a lot quieter. And also, I do have the game quite quiet, so it doesn't deafen me whilst I'm live streaming. I want that to come down a little bit more. I kind of want that to not poke through there. There we go. That's exactly where I want it. That is exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Less frustration. If it's going to be the bug, you should paint it black like a bug. I'm going to paint it once I've finished building it. I will be working on the paint scheme, but yes, right now I'm going to build it and then... terribly sorry about that. And then I will paint it. We will get it built and then I will paint. I will get my paintbrush, I will splash some colour all over it, and thank you for the $5 donation, Wenhop. Hey Carnasa, is Farewell KSP going to come back or is it just a dead thing? It is coming back. I've already mentioned it a couple of times on this live stream. Will you get text-to-speech? No? Why didn't text-to-speech come up that time? That is a really buggy system. Like, it should come up, but it never seems to work. Yeah, no, I have mentioned it a couple times on this live stream already. Over the course of the next week, basically, I'm going to be trying to fully script Farewell Juna. I've got 1,000 words of it written already, which is, for me, about 7 minutes of video. Possibly not even that. So I want it to be about, like, you know, realistically, I would like it to be a 15 to 18-minute long video. So I've still got a lot of script to write for it, and obviously scripting something like that is going to take a little bit more time than just doing a bog standard KSP video, because it's got to be the funnies, and I am not a funny person. I have to think about these things. I said that to my wife Alicia the other day, and she was like, I can't remember exactly what I said. I was like, I'm not funny. I have to think about it. She's like, no, you stop here. You are funny. You make me laugh, and I'm a miserable person. Yeah, don't tell her I said that. She might even be watching the stream, and she might come in and be like, why are you doing bad mouthing me? I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely not what she sounds like. How did I delete the Farewell Juna script? So I was using, what was it, WordPad? Yeah, because I don't have Microsoft Word and I didn't think about using Google Drive. And my PC crashed and I lost all of my script, the original script for it, which was really dumb. That was really, really, really dumb. But I use Google Drive now. So my script for Farewell Juna that I have got written, the first 1,000 words, is all on Google Drive. Is that no, that's a sub. That's a sub. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I hate this symmetry sometimes. Yeah, so I was a big dumb, and I didn't back it up, so I lost my first copy of the Farewell Juna script. But to be honest, I'm kind of not that fussed about it, because I think the first copy that I did, the first iteration of that script, was really bad. Like, it wasn't bad, it would still probably have made for an alright video, but I think coming after Farewell Eve, which I think was really my magnum opus so far, I love that video. It wouldn't have been anywhere near as good. There we go. We've got some sort of kind of like roll cage on this, so we can go like drifting around Juna, which will be very fun. I think I am going to bring this in a little bit further though, and also this, just so you know it's not so long, and we can kind of end that here. And then I've got to build some sort of structure that you know is going to be on the end of this. And I'm quite liking the look of this Juna bug rover. Oh my god, Carnasa scripts his videos? No way, I feel backstabbed. I don't script most of them. A lot of them, it's just freeform. Like the space shuttle video that I did recently and the air-launched Saturn V, that was just freeform. That was just me sitting in front of the video talking about what I was looking at on screen, basically, and whatever came to the top of my head. Like, on obviously, this live stream right now, this isn't scripted. God, could you imagine if I had a script for a 4-hour-long live stream? That would be mental. How many words would I say? That's probably like 10,000 words, maybe? Probably even more than that, actually. But yeah, no, the Farewell series has been completely scripted. If you didn't guess. if you didn't guess that series has been completely scripted, because there is no way I could go off filter for that. Right, why is that not mirrored? I want, yeah, there we go. We'll get some lovely struts on here, and we'll attach that to the roll bar section there. And I think maybe what would look quite good on here is having some solar panels in between these sections. I think this could look very nice, you know? And then that way, they're kind of like covered up a little bit, and it kind of gives these a purpose for why they're here. I think this would look quite cool if I got some solar panels around here. But let me know what you think. I think this would be a very, very cool place to put these solar panels. You might not think so, but you know what? I like it, so we're going for it. And now I have just realised that these are not the same sort of distance apart, because now I'm running into this problem where this one has a little bit of a gap. So maybe what I'll do is just get these so that they're kind of like this, and then move that there so it kind of is a little bit attached to that one, and then I'll do the same on the other side. But that was a little bit dumb of me. I should have made sure that they were placed equally apart rather than at the exact same angle. Or no, rather than them being different. Yes, words. I do remember how to speak every now and then. It is difficult. Let's get that down a little bit. Move that across. Move that up ever so slightly so it's about the same height as that. Move that in there so it comes to about there, and I think that still needs to go up ever so slightly to about there, and there we go. That is, you know, close enough. And then I guess I'll put that so that maybe I want this to move across a little bit too. Go that for about there, and then that goes about there, and there we go. We've got like solar panels attached to the side of that. I think that looks quite cool. Shoe on head or scripted live stream? What? Tell ChatGPT to generate that. What? An entire Carnasa videos. I know Matt Lown asked ChatGPT to write him a Matt Lown script, and it basically did. That was one thing we talked about yesterday, which was quite funny. Carnasa, to script streams, you would have to see into the future for chat reasons. Not impossible if you try hard enough, though it'd be quite hard to master. I imagine it would. Switch to local alignment. I was fine doing that like that, though. I suppose I could do local so it moves it up and down like that. That might have been smart, but there we go. I've basically got that done. Then I think what I would quite like is to have something running along the top here. But I don't know what that would be. Maybe we could get, you know, like a big chunky fuel tank. Like this. No, I didn't want to pick up that. Ah! Yes. I just want something that runs in the middle. In the middle, please. And a fuel tank. And I don't know why I've gone for a fuel tank like this, but maybe we could get some sort of rocket-propelled Juna rover. I know that the stock thing that you get in the game, I can't remember what it's called, the stock rover that uses this rover chassis has kind of like an engine on it. Or alternatively, I could just use this fuel tank, right, as part of the fuel that gets us down onto the surface, because obviously we are going to have to figure out a way of getting down onto the surface of Juna. And maybe this is the way that I go about doing that. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I think maybe we get, like, you know, a big chunky fuel tank on top, and that gives this, like, whole trust structure a reason for living. Yes. Hey, hello, I'm Mandarin. Welcome. Good afternoon, Carnasa. Welcome, Pentium. Welcome to the stream. Legalize nuclear bombs. Are nuclear bombs not legal where you live, Space Egg? Or am I just in a very backward society? Bro, you don't need to say it constantly, Xavier. What's Xavier been saying? Make a B-36 Peacemaker. What is a B-36 Peacemaker? Is that a plane? Is that a plane that I don't know about? Probably. I do, like, I'm assuming that's an American plane being of the B designation, because, you know, you get the, like, B-52s and all of those kind of planes, B-51. I can't remember. I'm not very good with planes. I've never been very good with planes. I only really started paying attention to planes when I started For All Kerbal Kind. Look at that, we got a booster. We got a booster. How much Delta V is that going to give us? 765 meters per second. That's not bad. Yeah, I've never really been that into planes, and it was only when I started joining For All Kerbal Kind that I actually started looking into them. So I know a lot, or at least a little bit, about like UK planes, because that's what I'm recreating in For All Kerbal Kind. I'm not sure if I want to put an engine on this, or maybe I can go for, you know, some thuds. There we go. We can get some thuds on this thing. Thuds on this bad boy. If I get like two, if I mirror them so they're like this, what's that gonna look like? That looks horrific, doesn't it? Doesn't it? That looks terrible. No, I'm really not sure what I want to do with the engines on this. Anyone got any suggestions in chat? B stands for burger, obviously. You should give it a quick test drive. I should. And I will. I absolutely will. But I want to make sure that it's kind of, you know, finished first. Because there's still a lot of things that I need to do with it. Like, I guess maybe. Like, I don't need to really worry about the engines until I figured out that this can actually drive. And I guess that's what we could do. I could take it for a little drive, and then whilst I'm driving it, yeah, the centre of mass is in the middle of there, which is exactly where I want it to be. And I probably want to strut some of this to other parts. That's really annoying that does that. I'm not going to get annoyed. I'm not going to get annoyed over the course of this live stream. Definitely not. We attached those there. Did the other side attach as well? Nope, I don't know what the other side was doing, but clearly not what I wanted it to do. Where on earth has that gone? Ugh. Symmetry in this game is really annoying sometimes. Right. If I place that on there, there we go, it's green. But then why is that side red? Why is that side red? This is clearly meant to be... There we go, it's green. I'm so confused. Game, what are you doing? What are you doing, game? Game, are you drunk? Are you drunk? And why have these disappeared now? These were connect... Yes. There we go. The bug rover. The bug fuel tank rover. Carnasa, this video sucks. No face cam, no glasses. I've said the reason why I've not got a face cam on today is because I've been ill all week and I look terrible. And I don't really want to be showing my face whilst I look terrible. I was in hospital on Friday because I was in so much pain. I was throwing up from being in that much pain. And yes, I was rushed to hospital to A&E because I felt like I was dying. Which is why I didn't manage to get 2 videos out this weekend. It has not been a very fun week for me at all, which is why there is no face cam on this live stream, because I still look like death, and I don't want people to see me whilst I look like death. It's been a pretty rough week. It's been a very rough week, actually. But I'm feeling a little bit better now, but I'm still in a fair amount of pain. But I took some painkillers, I took some paracetamol before starting this live stream so I could get through the live stream. Strut everything. Oh my god, man, hold on. Maybe food poisoning. It wasn't food poisoning. It was kidney stones. That's what I had. And they are incredibly, incredibly painful. I would not wish that on anyone. They honestly, I thought I was dying. It felt like not that I'd know what being stabbed or shot feels like, but it felt like I'd been shot in both my stomach and my back, and it was just pain that would not go away. And it was really, 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 really painful. And yeah, it hurt a lot. It was really friggin' painful. Which is, yeah, why I haven't been able to do as much as I would like to over the course of this week. Which kind of sucks. But, oh well. That's why I definitely wanted to do a live stream today, but I was also maybe considering not doing a live stream and just working on another episode that I could release of, like, say, the mod video. But I thought, you know what, a live stream would actually be easier for me to do in regards to content for my channel, because it means I don't have to worry about what I'm going to say. I can just, you know, live stream something simple, like building a massive Juna space station and rover and surface base and colony and all of the things and everything look really, really cool. Right, that's probably enough things strutted, I reckon, to take this out for a test drive. So this, I'm going to save it. This will be, the new workspace will be Juna surface base stuff. Vehicle name, I don't actually know what this is going to do, but the vehicle name is the Bug Rover. Bug Rover. Right, let's save that. And let's take her for a spin. I should probably also put some batteries on this, because those wheels are going to drain electric charge really quickly. So, maybe I should put some batteries on this. That would be smart. Right, I'll put one there. There we go. One little diddy battery there. Now we're going to launch this and see how this works. Bring Jeb or else. I don't know. Did I drink water? I drink a lot. I drink an awful lot. Oh, I've got no gravity on. That's why we're floating. I have no atmosphere and no gravity on at the moment. So on the thumbnail for this, obviously, it's the massive space station at Juna. In order to get it there, what I did was I used lazy orbit, right, to send it straight to Juna. But because when I launch a vessel, obviously it launches it on Kerbin. So it launched on this runway and started falling apart as soon as I launched it. So in order to get over that, what I did was I opened up cheat menu, which is a mod that I do have, and I turned off atmosphere, so no aerodynamics. Now if I turn that on, things are going to go a little bit weird. And also turned off gravity. And bonk! There we go. So that is that sorted. But yeah, that's how I got the thumbnail for today's video. I haven't launched that yet. I just basically used lazy orbit and cheat menu to get it there. Right, so this looks like it's driving quite funnily. Can I retract the ladder? This is also something, parts menu has gotten a little bit better about right-clicking the part that you're actually looking at, but it still does miss a few things every now and then, unfortunately. But come on, I just want to select the ladder, please, parts menu. I want to select the ladder. I want to select the ladder. Let me select the ladder. Does this drive? It somewhat does, but it's also incredibly slow. I think I might need to move these kind of like, these wheel bits up, because at the moment, yeah, I'm moving 2.8 meters per second. So I probably could get away with, you know, changing some things about this design. Maybe. Good day, Carnasa. Hello, Black Eagle. Welcome, welcome. Sounds like a similar story my dad had with his kidney stones. Yeah, I do drink a lot. I drink an awful lot. But I'm also type 1 diabetic, which probably didn't help. But yes. Right, so I think I need to either move the wheels down a little bit and move these. Yeah, that's a couple of things I'm going to do. I'm going to move the wheels down and I'm going to move these up so they're not clipping. Because, like, look at the moment what that's doing. That does not look healthy. Has this rover consulted a medical professional? Because right now its leg situation is looking a little bit less than ideal. So what we're going to do is we're going to revert to the vehicle assembly building and work a little bit more on these wheels and see what we can do. Did I insult the ladder? It seems to not like you. I probably did. I probably upset it quite a lot. I don't know what I did, but obviously... Oh, why am I being shown about 1 billion different loading screens? Game? Oh, no, we're back in the VAB. We're back in the VAB, which is exactly where I want to be. But that was a little bit weird that was doing all of that. Right, I do have angle snap on, so I'm going to move that up a little bit. So probably if I move that down 1 to about there, that's going to be the same. And then I'm going to move all of these wheels down. So if I... 1 down, 1 down, 1 down, and 1 down. And yeah, whoever suggested test driving this is a genius, because obviously it wouldn't really have worked. And I want to move that 1 down as well. And there we go. We've kind of got a truck going on. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's save it and see if this time it works. And we can drive around the surface of Kerbin. Let's launch. Let's give it a go. See if it works. Wow, Carnasa, so mean? I'm so mean, am I? What did I... Why is... Gravity is no longer on still. Obviously that's because I reverted, but I find that incredibly funny that as soon as I launch, we just start floating away. I'm forever flowing away. Yeah, whoever wanted a karaoke stream, well, here you go. Anyway, let's turn Aerodynamics back on, and gravity, and watch as it just drops! Donk. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Anyway, we're gonna turn off cheat menu. Is this gonna drive now? No, I still think I might need to raise these up a little bit. Obviously, the suspension on these wheels is not brilliant. Like, it's... Can I select wheel? I wanna... Oh, that is wheel. Auto friction. Well, that just slowed me right down. Let's turn SAS off and see... Right, if I put friction to 0, that's not really going to do anything. Do I want auto suspension? That doesn't bring anything up. Toggle steering, true. So this doesn't seem to work, toggle steering at all, which is a little bit annoying. Auto traction, what is traction going to do? I do not know. I don't know. Let's revert to the VAB and try this again. See what I can do to change this. Literally said the patch notes they released last week are not complete and that we should expect way more. You're talking about the upcoming patch that's coming on Thursday? The first Kerbal Space Program 2 patch that's coming on Thursday? What? Yeah, hopefully they should be adding quite a lot. I looked over the patch notes myself, what they've said that they're going to be adding currently. And yeah, I think as Nuke Guy said, they are going to be adding more than what was originally mentioned. And I think what they're planning on doing for the first patch, at least, is just working on optimization and bug fixes. There's not going to be anything added to the game yet or anything like that. But to be honest, that's what I want. I want optimizations so I can run the game faster than like 5 frames per second. And I want bug fixes so that whenever I save my vessels, I know they're going to be saved. Because I mentioned it. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the stream or if I mentioned it over on my Discord. Link in the description. Not a plug for the Discord here. But yeah, I wanted to get a different thumbnail for my video that I released on Friday. Right? And I went back into that save and I went to get my Air Launch Saturn V. The game just deleted it. The game has deleted it. It's gone. I can't get it anymore. It's just disappeared, which is really sad. So bug fixes, really, really quite critically important right now. So no gravity, I want gravity on, and I want aerodynamics on. And will we drive? Come on, just drive. This thing really, I mean, it can turn, but I think the chassis is looking a little bit wonky. What I might need to do is get some struts from here and connect it up to there. That might make things a little bit better, because this is really struggling to like do any sort of movement. And look, the wheels are going all over the place. They are really not liking this. How many frames am I getting right now? Let's get cheat menu over there. If I bring settings up, and that will be, where is it? Gameplay, show FPS, apply settings. So right now I'm getting like 30 FPS, which is actually surprisingly good for Kerbal Space Program 2. Carnasa, do you remember the OSSSSSSS? I do remember the OSSSSSSS. What do I think about Romanians? I don't know. They're alright. I've got a Romanian on my mod team on Discord. He's a pretty chill guy. N9 Gaming, how goes the willful suffering? I mean, look, I made a rover that is kind of like, I was trying to maybe make some of the T-Rex traps from Jurassic Park 2, but it's sort of working. It's only moving 7.8 meters per second, but I suppose we don't really want to be going much faster than that on the surface of Juna. This is somewhat okay, I think. This is fine. I'm quite happy with this rover. I don't think I really want to put any more work in than this on just a very, very simple part of the base. So I think I'll leave this at this. The rover, it does exactly what it says on the tin. The rover roves. Look, it moves. It's got wheels and it moves. It's a rover. It goes from there to there, and it roves just perfectly well. So I'm quite happy with this, and I think I'm going to call it a day on the rover, and we can turn the lights on, and brilliant, yeah, and then we can brake very, very, very hard. I probably need to mess around with some of these wheels, though. And I think, like I said, what I will do is maybe strut this back chassis to this front one, and that might fix a few of the problems that I'm running into. So let's revert to the VAB, let's do that, and then let's work on some more stuff to send down to the surface of Juna. Anyway, have you encountered the orbital KSE bug yet? No, I haven't. I have not. And this makes me sad, because I wanted to encounter that bug. When egg rocket? I've made an egg rocket. You always ask this, and I've made an egg rocket. I sent an egg to Titan. I sent an egg to Titan. I've done it. I'm not gonna rehash content. No, I've done that once. I don't need to do it again. Anyway, yes, let's strut this all together. So we'll get this. If I have a look at this. So I played KSP1 the other day, and someone was asking me if I'd played KSP1 since 2 released. Yeah, no, I started playing KSP1 yesterday. And I was using middle mouse click to try and like refocus on my parts, and I was getting quite upset when that wasn't working. There's obviously KSP2 has a lot of problems. I'm gonna be the first to say that. Like, well, I was one of the first. I think my review video obviously came out when the game released. But yeah, that feature, using middle mouse click to refocus on a part, I love that. I actually love that. That is one of my favorite additions from Kerbal Space Program 2 to 1, because yeah, I was trying to do it all the time in the VAB when I was working on stuff in KSP1 last night, and I just love it. It's a really nice addition. Really nice addition. Carnasa send a cereal box to Eve. I could do that. Keep talking about eggs and you'll become an egg. Strut everything. Don't let the Kraken unalive you. That's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing. We're putting struts on everything. So many struts. Struts everywhere. Left, right, center. Here, there, everywhere. Yes, struts on absolutely everything. I think I'll also get some struts in here, up in this place. We'll get some struts that connect from there to there, and I think that should be good. There we go. That's the Juna rover surface part done. So I'm going to save this. Now I need to figure out how the heck I'm getting this down onto the surface of Juna. And first, I'm just going to have a little bit of a drink. Because I am very thirsty. Strut the wheels to the chassis, maybe. Can you strut wheels? That's not gonna cause me any problems, is it? If I, you know, because I don't actually. Yeah, if you look, that's not connecting to the wheel. You can't actually strut wheels, I don't think. Or maybe I. Is that counting as a strut? I can't tell. That's not letting me do anything. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can actually strut wheels. I'm thinking no. Yeah, because look, it comes up red. Yeah, I don't think you can strut wheels. I can strut the chassis next to the wheels, which I'll do, although I've doubly done that now. But, you know, you can never have too many struts in Kerbal Space Program 2. Carnasa, what am I drinking? I was just drinking a can of Coke because my blood sugars were a little bit low before I started the stream, and I don't want them to drop whilst I'm streaming because that would be terrible. Carnasa, what do you think about Ohio? Isn't Ohio for lovers? I don't know. I'm fairly sure that was a song by like one of the emo bands I used to listen to when I was younger. I don't really have any other opinions on Ohio. I've never been. I'm not even really sure what's at Ohio. It's one of the states I don't know an awful lot about. I'm Ohio man, the first man on the moon, Carnasa. Yes, so Ohio man on the moon. I don't really know an awful lot about Ohio at all. I don't know a lot about many American states. I've visited America quite a few times in my life, but I've only been to 3 states. I've been to Nevada, I've been to Florida, and I've been to New York. And I went to New York last summer, which is the first time I went there. Right, how am I going to get this down to Juna? How am I going to... So ideally, what I want to do is I want to launch this way because, you know, it'll be easier to launch it this way. Big, long payload fairing. And I think I'll do this all in one launch, this. But how do I get it down to Juna? I think, obviously, parachutes are going to be necessary. I think what I'll do is I'll place some of these radial chutes on here. Some more radial chutes here. Like that. And then maybe I'll get 8 radial chutes. I'm not entirely sure where the centre of mass is on this, and I really should be looking at that whilst I'm placing these radial chutes down, but you know what? I like to live dangerously, and we're just gonna guess. What is my favourite type of cheese? My favourite type of cheese? I love brie. Brie is amazing. I could eat brie all day. In fact, well, no. I just remember... I was at some house party once, and I just brought like this block of brie with me and just ate the entire block in front of people, and they were like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "It's brie. It's amazing. You guys don't like just eating an entire block of brie in one sitting?" And I got some very funny looks. So I'm like, "Well, more brie for me then." No, I love brie. Brie is amazing. I do really enjoy. I do enjoy a good bit of brie. Right, anyway. To brie or not to brie, that is the ultimate question. Anyway, we're going to get a couple of those parachutes on top. This is going to start looking really weird because I'm just going to like smash parachutes absolutely all over the place. But you know, I don't really care. As long as we can get it safely down onto the surface of Juna, I'm going to be more than happy. And we'll get that to about there, and then yeah, I'll keep those parachutes on like that. The Fitness Grandpa's... I feel like I'm almost having a stroke reading that. A cheese factory exploded in France. Oh no. Debris was everywhere. Do I love your fans? I do love my fans. My fans are great. Carnasa, make a motorcycle for the DSS, please. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. A motorcycle? What, with parts in... Oops, I keep knocking things. I'm not sure I can really make a motorcycle. I suppose maybe I could use like these gear. And like, I could probably make a tricycle, right? But like, none of these are in line. Like, these are the only rover wheels that move on their own power. And none of them are in line. They're all radially attached. So I'm not sure if you could really make a motorcycle unless you were using like 2 of these. But I don't think these are powered at all. So like, I'm not sure how I'd go about doing that. I could make a tricycle, right? Because I could have one of these at the front, and then I could get 2 radially mounted these, which will provide like, you know, or maybe even smaller ones like these, which will provide all of the power so that this front wheel can, you know, move, and these just provide the power. But yeah, an actual motorcycle, I'm not sure if that would be possible. Have you heard of the aquarium exploding in Berlin? I did hear about that. I remember reading about that on the news when it happened. It was in a hotel lobby, wasn't it? And it just exploded everywhere. And I think it was really fortunate because it happened really early on in the morning and no one was around. Had it like exploded a couple of hours later, I think it was by some like busy school route or something, there would have been like thousands of people waiting to get around. But it was really fortunate that it happened when it did, and basically no one got injured from what I remember. That was a few months ago now, wasn't it? I think. Anyway, I've got parachutes on here. I've got communications. I've got batteries. I have no way of still getting down. So parachutes. Right. So let's have a think about this. The center of mass is there. So ideally, I want my center of thrust to be coming down here, or coming through here. Now, I think what I would rather do is have my center of. You know what I can do. You know what I can do. Right. We're gonna place. Oh, this is going to make this really wide though. And ideally, I don't want this to be that wide because I would quite like to be able to fit this inside a payload fairing. Obviously, we don't have orbital constructions yet. So what was that? Thank you for subscribing to the channel. So I can't make anything super ridiculous. Everything needs to fit inside a payload fairing. Right, so if I get that on there and then where are you trying to connect? No, I do not want... I want you to connect to this, please. Like so. And then if I grab this and then rotate this 90 degrees, like so, and then move this ever so slightly to about there. No, I didn't want to rotate it. Why is rotate and offset on the same button? Give me separate controls over them, please. It worked in Kerbal Space Program 1. Why have you changed it for Kerbal Space Program 2? You devious devs. I can't believe they've done this. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to use those as fuel tanks to basically get this down to the surface of Juna. A tragedy for all fish kind. The aquarium had elevator going up the middle of it. Really lucky. Rover looks very cool. Thank you. I have been... I've spent far too long working on it. But we're almost at the end of this... of the rover. Yes. And once the rover is done, we'll work on some surface-based stuff. And then 383 meters per second of delta V. That's not a huge amount. That is not a huge amount, but you know what I can do? Can I enable crossfeed? No, I cannot. That is something that I can't do with Parts Manager yet. I can't enable crossfeed on the decoupler. That is a problem. Although, I might be able to fuel transfer. Because ideally, what I would quite like to do is take some of this Methalox that I've got in this tank right here and transfer it into... Oh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? I could get a fuel line. I could get a fuel line, and we can place that on this tank here, like so. And then we can get that and attach that to there. And then that shouldn't matter no matter what. And that will get us fuel, though for some reason that's given us no extra fuel. I am confused. I am very, very, very confused. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm also going to grab this and place 2 of these on top of here. And then that'll provide, you know, extra parachutes. So I want that to go, like, right there. Come on. I want that to go, like, right there. And I do have some Methalox, or not Methalox, I have some monopropellant on here too. So what I can do is come into utility, I believe it is, RCS, yeah. And we'll get some of these around. So, you know, I've got an actual way of controlling this. So if I go C, and then I place... couple of you, like maybe there, or maybe I move that there. There we go, we got a couple there, and then I think I'll get a couple out here, like that, and then maybe, where else can I put them? Where can I put them? I'm thinking I really need some on top and on bottom. Stop it! There we go. Thank you. Right, let's go for 1 there. Yeah, we'll get 1 there. And then I'll also get 1 there. And then I do... What on earth is that? Yeah, that's where I wanted it to be. And then I'm thinking maybe I get 1 there. And I'm going to move this parachute to there. And I'm going to move this to the end. And this is really only to control it whilst we're in space, but, you know, it's always nice to have a bit of control whilst we're in space. And then I'll get you there, and then you can come all the way over there. Wonderful. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I'm going to strut this all together, and we're going to test it at Juna. And hopefully, with a little bit of luck, it might actually work and not fall apart. Wouldn't that be amazing? Why am I getting... Game, what are you doing? There we go. Green. I like... No. Why? I hate this game sometimes. So, when you hold Alt-click, that is to copy a part. But when you hold Alt-click over a strut, it does something different. Like, it makes the strut carry on, which is really annoying. So, whenever you want to place new struts, you have to go and place a new strut. Why can't you just let me copy and paste the strut that I was working on? Why won't you let me do that? It's a really annoying thing, but you know what? It's besides the point. I don't care. We're gonna save this. We're gonna save it. What was that? Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you also, Astro, for subscribing to the channel. I didn't catch the first name because I'm very slow on the uptake. Give me a second. Ow. But yes, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope you are enjoying your time here, and I hope that I am not boring you to death. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to try and attempt to land this on Juna. I've only got 178 meters per second of delta V now. I don't think that's right, but, you know, whatever. Stage info. I want my situation to be at Juna. Look at this. We've got actual... thruster weights per planetary body. This mod is the best. This should all be stuff that was included in stock Kerbal Space Program 2. But it wasn't. Okay, so stage info, yep, that's fine. Juna, I don't know how that's working. This doesn't seem to be working right. Like, that shouldn't be 178 meters per second. We should be taking all of the fuel from in there. I don't know what's going on, but I'm fairly sure that should be more than that. Anyway, we're going to launch. Now I'm going to try and land this on the surface of Juna, see how this goes. Carnasa, can you add an F-16 to the side of the station? An F-16? Why an F-16? I've never tried creating an F-16 or any sort of plane in Kerbal Space Program 2, really, yeah. I think my first plane that I'm going to attempt to make is going to be an electric lightning because, you know, I've built one of those in full Kerbal kind and I want to build one in Kerbal Space Program 2 as well. Anyway, we're going to orbit Juna. Where is Juna? Where is it? There it is. Let's set our orbit and let's try and land this. Up we go. Yes, because gravity is currently turned off. There we go. This looks good. This looks good. I'm liking the look of this right now. Vessel is out of communication. Oh no. Anyway, let's toggle the antenna on. What on earth is going on? It seems to be going a little bit weird. Right, anyway. Let's try landing this on the surface of Juna. I've just realised. Right. Right. Okay. This could be problematic. I'm also going to turn brakes on because I don't want the wheels spinning right now. Yeah, I've got no probe core or anything that is going to be facing up that way. So, I have no idea. What on earth? Why is my Apple apps just... Oh, I know why. It's because I've still got no gravity on. Right, let's... That's why. Let's turn gravity back on. And we'll turn aerodynamics back on. And we'll turn all of this on because I don't want any cheats on at the moment. And we will try... If I burn this engine... Right. 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 There we go. Is that making me go up or down? That's bringing me down. So yeah, I want to be facing this way, radially out is my retro. Yes. Okay. So are we going up at the moment? We are going up, and we're going to come down at about 36 kilometers. Right. Okay. That is not ideal. But it's fine. I'm going to time warp to here, and then I'm going to raise that a little bit by pointing this way. Yeah, without having a probe core at the bottom of this is making it quite difficult to actually control. This is problematic, and probably something that I will need to change when I go back to the vehicle assembly building. But I want to raise my Apple apps a little bit, so I'm not flying into the atmosphere. I'll raise it to about 55 right now. And then what I'll do is I'll come down to my periaps and then bring my orbit all the way down, and then I will attempt a landing on Juna and we'll see how it goes. I fully envision this blowing up or something going terribly wrong, but you know, I can have some hope that it is going to somewhat work. Right, is this the right way? Am I facing the right? Yeah, I am facing the right way. Let's burn this until we've got a nice circular orbit. Carnasa, hi, love your content. Thank you, Dragon God. Thank you for coming along to the stream, and glad you enjoyed the content. Anyway, we are not really... I need to be facing this way. That's, yeah, this is kind of like where we're orbiting. This way. Right. Maybe like there? Yeah, this is our direction that we're moving, right? Having to control the angle that I'm going using roll. This is not ideal, but it's fine. It's okay. There we go. We are now coming down over Juna. Any moment now. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit until we are in Juna's atmosphere. Juna's very thin atmosphere. I've got no idea where we're coming down, if it's going to be anywhere exciting or what, but hopefully it will be. And of course we're going to get some physical time warp. But let's attempt a Juna landing. And because this is going to take a really long time, Now I get the opportunity to actually check and see what's going on in chat. Oh my god, is that the music for Juna? They really went all out, they did. The Juna music is absolutely amazing. It's fantastic. It makes me hyped whenever I'm around Juna. Just when the violins come in and it's all like diddle diddle. It's just great. It's honestly, the Juna music is top notch. Like, in my review video, I said, like, 3 things that the game did right is how craft look, because, like, craft now look beautiful. The music is fantastic. The entire soundtrack is amazing. And the engine sounds and just sound design in general in this game is fantastic. It's brilliant. Now they just need to fix the game to a point where it's playable so we can enjoy those 3 things. But yes, this violin bit here is just like, it's really epic. It really is epic. Oh no, oh no. I wanna stick on orbit mode, I think. Or I'm gonna have to just manually fly this. That might be what I have to do. But it's okay. It's okay. I have faith. You're making me fanboy over the sound design, bro. It is. Like, I know that the developers, they went out, they recorded real life rocket sounds, they did all of this kind of stuff for the game, and it really does show that they really put everything like that they could into the sound design, because it is amazing. It is honestly amazing. This game sounds fantastic. Tell the chat to spam E to support egg. Thing is though, if chat spams E, I find it really difficult to see things that people might be asking me. Carnasa could make better music. I don't think I could. I do make music, but I don't think I could do better than what we've got in the KSP2 soundtrack right now, because it is great. And I'm only an amateur music maker. I'm not brilliant at it, but I do enjoy making music. Anyway, here's my SoundCloud. Go check me out, SoundCloud Rapper Brett. No, I've never done rap or anything like that. I do have a SoundCloud, but it's for drum and bass music, because I used to make D&B music all the time, because I very, very much enjoyed DJing drum and bass music. It was something that I did quite often. So I decided I was going to start making my own music. And yeah, I spent a really long time trying to learn how to do all of that kind of stuff, and it's really fun. All right, we're moving 781 meters per second, 747 meters per second over the surface. There is a nice big mountain range over there, which I would really like to drive to and have a look at that, because that looks really cool. I got KSP2 for my birthday, but I'm gonna wait for the full release before playing it again. I know, like, obviously there are a lot of problems with the game right now. There is a patch coming on Thursday, though. There is the first patch coming for Kerbal Space Program 2 this Thursday. I'm probably gonna do a video about it, or at least release a video next weekend, because, you know, maybe people will be checking out the game again, because they've started working on it. But yeah, no, hopefully that will improve a lot of the bugs and fix a lot of the optimization that the game has been suffering right now, because obviously, like, the game is really quite laggy for the most part. I'm getting 15 frames per second with a craft this size. That's not brilliant. It's really not brilliant. I want to slow this down a little bit, because, you know, we are coming down quite quickly. I don't know when I want to deploy my parachutes, and also I don't know which way I need to roll. Probably about this way, I reckon. Maybe about there. If I like fire this up about here, that should be okay. This is really hard to fly because I can't point it retro, because yeah, the control surface is that way and our engines are firing that way. Right, I'm gonna stage the parachutes. Did that even stage? I don't know if it did or not. Okay. Are the parachutes armed? Hello? 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 Are the parachutes armed? I don't know if the parachutes are armed or not. And does that mean go for stage 3? I am quite concerned right now. I don't know if the parachutes are armed. I don't think they are, but I have hit space several times and nothing seems to be happening, so I might just have to land using the engines only, which is not ideal. We're losing a lot of speed now, though. We're losing an awful lot of speed, but we are 9,000 meters up, and I would have expected the parachutes to have deployed by now. So I think I might just have to go for a full-on propulsive landing, which is something that I did not want to do, considering I can't control it in the right direction. I've got no idea which way I'm going. So this is going to be a sketchy landing. No parachutes. No idea if I'm facing the right way or not. Everything is terrible. Right, I think I just need to face up now. I think I need to face this way. We're still moving 105, 100... Yeah, no, I need the parachutes. 94 meters per second. I'm not sure if I'm going to slow down in time. Fuel's running low as well. 75 meters per second. Please just fire. Why are the parachutes not working? Parachutes, why are you not going? Just deploy. Damn it. And now we're moving, like, this way. So I need to, you know, like, pull up a little bit. This is like flying a helicopter. Right. Oh, I don't like this. This is not a fun moment. I see people saying things in chat, but I can't check it because I'm trying to land a rover like this. What the hell is going on? This is not good. This is not planned. This is suboptimal. This is not how I intended this to go. But it's somewhat working. Here we go. Coming down now. Oh dear. 11 meters per second. I think we might have this. Suboptimal landing. Brakes are on. Brakes are on. 7 meters per second. And no! Quick roll! Roll, roll, roll! Yes! Yes! Successful touchdown! That was the jankiest landing I think I've ever done. Wait, I had time warp on. Oh my god, I had physical time warp on that entire time. Oh no. Oh well, I managed to land. It's fine. So why can't you stage? So that's stupid. You can't stage with physical time warp on. That is a dumb design choice. Because I wasn't fully timed. That's really dumb. But anyway, I landed it. Oh, GVR landing. Epic fail. Accidental success. Indeed. Still on time warp. I didn't know that you couldn't. That's really dumb. That's really dumb. Anyway, we can, you know, get rid of those. And, oh look, the parachutes have gone amazing! Yes! I wanted them to go now, definitely. I'm dying. I'm actually dying. That was one of the landings of all time. Certainly. There we go. Right, so we've got a rover on Juna. It works. Now I know that if I'm not time warping as well, I should be able to actually deploy the parachutes, and the fuel lines are still attached. Wonderful. Not really what I wanted, but you know, it's certainly there. It's going to provide a little bit of something. I don't exactly know what, but yeah, let's see how well this drives on Juna. It does seem to slide around an awful lot. Now, I would go and change the friction controls on the wheels, but I don't really want to mess around with that. But we're going to go for a bit of a drive down this steep hill and hopefully don't crash into anything very big, like a big chunky Juna rock. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this. If I can land this without needing parachutes at all, then yeah, I'm very happy with this design. This will work. Obviously, I've got it down once now. So this will be my rover that, you know, just decides to drive around on the surface of Juna. And it sure can drive. Look at it. It drives like an absolute dream. This thing is a beauty. Friction.exe has stopped working. It appears that it has. Like, we're just sliding all over the place. Do I have any... Right. I want that to go. I said I want that to go. Do I have anything set in the cheat menu that is stopping? No, no. So everything is as it should be. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That looked like something broke. But yeah, no, I'm a little bit confused as to why we are Tokyo drifting around the place, because this is very slidey, but none of these cheats are on. So that's not affecting anything. But yeah, if I hit the brakes, it's not exactly... Oh, it is slowing us down a little bit. But this thing does like to slide. And I need to really ensure that all wheels are turning. But if I right-click on this, right? If I... So auto friction... Let's set the friction up to like 6, you know, on that wheel. Will that just change that one, or do I have to change all of them? We'll set it... Now it's driving backwards. Auto friction, like, yeah, let's set these up to really high. Is that gonna do anything? No, now I'm just... Hang on. My wheels are not controlling me at all. Like, I'm getting no response from the wheels whatsoever. Auto suspension, it's not really what I want. Auto traction, can I, like, increase the traction on these? Will that do anything? Auto traction, it's like, you know, whack it up. No, that doesn't appear. I've literally got no control over this. For no reason, I'm going to check chat in a minute after I've put the traction up on all of these and see if anyone's got any suggestions as to what on earth this vehicle is doing. But it's like not being controlled by me at all. It's very, very strange. I can turn with it. Turning's fine. So parts manager would be better for what you're doing. I know, but parts menu, the mod, disables parts manager. Which is actually one thing I don't like about the mod. I want parts manager still, because it does have some really useful features, but the mod parts menu just disables it. Like, if I try and open it, it won't open at all. Try pressing Alt F4. No! That fixes the cursed fix. You can't be making people do that fix, then suddenly everyone will know that pressing Alt F4 will fix everything, and that's not what we want people to know. Yippee-ki-yay. Lag, thrust. Parts manager would be better, yeah. Don't let a wheel control you. The wheel is there to control me. These wheels like to slide a lot with base friction, yes. Yeah, we're just kind of like, you know, going all over the place. I might... Although... Oh, have I got caps lock on? Yeah, I do. So, it's not really... Yeah, I can't drive this at all. Like, I'm pressing W to move, and the wheels aren't turning. The wheels on the bus do not go round and round. They just don't really do anything. They kind of... Wow, I've come a kilometre already, though. That's quite far. Yeah, they don't really do an awful lot, which is quite weird, if you ask me. I'm not entirely sure what this is doing, but yeah, I also can't toggle steering with parts manager either, or parts menu, which is another thing. I need to talk to Shadow Dev about that. I need to tell him that, yeah, wheels turning don't work. You can't enable crossfeed onto couplers. These are just a few things that I have got that I need to let him know about, because he has contacted me about the mod, because obviously I included it in the last video, and yeah, we're talking about it. So these are things I need to tell him. But it's a shame. But yeah, anyway, the Juna rover somewhat works. I'm happy with it in its position for the course of this live stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to revert to the vehicle assembler building, and we're going to work on some maybe Juna surface-based stuff, because we can't just have a rover and no base. No, that wouldn't be based at all. No friction for Carnasa. We have changed joint rigidity now. We need to change Juna.friction, yes. If you set traction to 0, you can drive again. Okay, I probably should have done that. But yeah, I might work on this a little bit in my own time. Although, actually, no, we need to paint it first. It definitely needs a little bit of a paint job. So I'm going to do that. And then I will try and figure out what on earth to do with the wheels in my own time, rather than doing it on stream and, you know, people being like, why on earth is he spending 50 minutes trying to set something on the wheel? Right, so, colour picker. It's a Juna thing, so I feel like we have to go for more of, like, the orangey colours. because, you know, like Juna orange, it's kind of what you kind of expect. So can I kind of like go for something like this? That kind of looks all right. Let's try and... I quite like that, actually. Let's go for the accent, maybe a little bit darker. No, maybe not quite like that. I will go in and change some individual parts as well. So I think I'll do that as the assembly base color. Then what I'm going to do is... 1 second. Just had a cough sneaking up on me then. Carnasa, please tell me you quick saved when you landed. No, I did not. I did not make a quick save. But that landing wasn't too difficult. So it's not the end of the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here and I'm going to colour all of these in silver because, you know, like a nice big silver truss structure would look very, very, very nice to me. And I think I'll paint the tanks on top silver as well, like so. And yeah, that is, and the parachutes as well because, you know, they're kind of like all attached to this top section. Like so. 1 second again as well. I'm just going to be right back. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, I had to do something diabetes related. Carnasa, do 1 wheel in the front, 2 in the back to make a 3-wheeled car, please. Combine 2 wheels in the front so it looks like it's 1 wheel. I've been trying to tell you all stream. Oh, what? On the bike. Was it you that mentioned making a bike earlier on? Because that might be something that I can do. 1 wheel in the front, 2 in the back to make a 3-wheeled car. That is something that I could try, but I'm not going to be doing that on this stream because right now, obviously, I'm working on the Juna mission. That is what I want to be doing. Right. Anyway, I think I'm just going to make these. Like, these aren't part of the actual lander, so I'll make them the actual rover, so I'll make them look a little bit different. And I'm not sure if I like the wheels being. Maybe I want the wheels to also have this kind of like just silver kind of sheen to them. Like so. And these bits too. Just have them just like pure metal. I'm not very well. Maybe I'll go for black for these bits. I don't know. Well, I quite like those being black. I think that looks quite nice. And I think I will get the under chassis also just being like metal, you know, like so. Like that. There we go. And then I kind of do want a little bit of variation along the main assembly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this all the way up to about there. And then I'll get an accent, right? If I go for like something like this. How does that? No, I'm not too keen on that. Maybe I need to get that up a little bit more. Like so? No? Not too sure about that. What if I go all the way? All the way. All of the orange. I actually probably quite like it being more orange like that. I don't know. I'm really bad with colours. I'm not a colourer. I don't have a colouring book. I can't think of any famous artist YouTubers off the top of my head. Alisea knows loads. I don't know any. I know none at all. Tell me again, why am I streaming today when I've not been very well for the past week? Oh, right, yeah. Good Sunday is stream day. I'm just going to make all of those. See, I think I'm actually making this look worse. The more I'm looking at it and the more I'm kind of just like slapping paint on it, I think it's looking worse. The colour picker is such a great addition. It is really nice, but I would like to have some preset colours. And I know there is a mod that does that. There is now a mod that... There is a mod that allows you... I'm not very well at the moment, if people haven't figured out. There is a mod that adds preset colours. I haven't got it downloaded yet, but it is definitely something that I do want to be checking out. It's 100% worse. What's 100% worse? Spam tastes good in fried rice. Spam does taste good. Orange is good, but try reducing the saturation. Make it darker, grayer a bit. Yeah, that colour there, I think, is a little bit too much. So I think maybe if I go like... See, now that's basically the same colour as this. And to be honest, I'm not too fussed. It's kind of like a coppery colour now. I could make it exactly like that. I think that looks all right as is. I'm going to keep the battery that colour. I don't know why these got turned black when they should have just been, you know, silver. I'm very, very confused. If I put them, like, all the way up here, that there and that here, and make that all the way down, will that change it to silver? Or is it just going to stay black? I don't know. I don't know. But I think I prefer this like it is now. I think I prefer that. Maybe I could... Nah, I don't really want to do any more to this. I think this is done. Have you tried out any Kraken engines, like putting objects in front of engines? No, I haven't. I've never even done a Kraken drive in Kerbal Space Program 1. So, yeah, no. Remember me from last stream? Hello, ZZZ2354. I can't actually. Did I reply to anything you said in the last stream? Sorry, I can't remember everyone all the time. I do try and remember as many people as possible, but I am very smooth brain. I can't remember everyone. Add RTGs! Yes, we absolutely should. We won't have deep-fried nuclear radiated Kerbals, so we're going to add RTGs everywhere. God damn it. I am not sick. I feel like Dennis from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, I am a shiny golden god. Like, I never get sick. But I am I am getting sick. Which is not brilliant. Because I'd rather not be ill whilst I live stream. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Where can I put the RTGs, though? Like, I could like, they're machine guns on top. We're gonna be shooting all of the Junations with like these radioisotopic thermo generators. I can't remember exactly what it stands for. Radioisotope thermoelectric generators. Yes, they're not RTGs. They're guns. They're cannons. They are cannons on top, and it's kind of like a face with a big mouth going ah, kind of like, you know, these are eyes, and that's the big screaming mouth. I don't know where my brain goes sometimes. You are dying. Yes. Hi. Hello, Henderclane. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did he just say... I said Juna nations. I've explained this before, right? So when I say things like morning dew and like mountain dew, I say it like dew. Like, that's how I pronounce D-E-W. I pronounce it dew. That's how people in the United Kingdom pronounce it. Some guy, I think it's Jeff Lindsay, Professor Jeff Lindsay, he did a really, really interesting video on why people from the UK pronounce it like that, and people from America pronounce it like do, which just sounds weird to me. But yes, no, that's how we in the UK pronounce like Juna. That's how it's pronounced over here. I'm not saying anything else. It is Juna to me. Hi chat, hello, welcome, welcome. It stands for Radio Thermal Generator. Add lights on the ends of the RTGs. Add lights on the ends of these RTGs? Can we get a light that is going to be powerful enough? Could we like these lights? Can we get these on? Can we? No, it won't let me put it on the end of the RTG. I feel betrayed. Why can't I put that on? I'm very confused. That it just doesn't seem to want to place anywhere. Hello? Hello? Why wouldn't you place it on? Yeah, that's... Maybe I can get some... No, that's not going to place on there either. No, it doesn't look like I can place lights on the end of RTGs. And it's actually really struggling placing these lights anywhere. Oh, I can get some lights on there. If I can get these lights on here like this, then what I can do is use the offset tool to basically... move them out to the end of the RTGs. And there we go. We've got some lights on the end of the RTGs. And this is all kinds of weird now. But, you know, I'm happy with it. Right. Let's do this. And we're going to move this out to here. We're going to move that over there. Like so. And there we go. We've got some lights on the end of the RTGs. You happy now? You happy now? Hey, Carnasa. Hello, Leon Jarman. Welcome, welcome. That's sad. Oh, no. What rocket are you using to get to the planet? I've got no idea yet. I've not even begun to think about what rocket I'm using. Oh, my God. Why am I streaming? I've not even begun to think about what rocket I'm going to be using to get to Juna yet. I will have to think about that once I start putting everything together. But right now, I've still got multiple things to deal with. Like, I think the transfer stage for this is just going to sit on the back end of this rover. That's how we're going to get over there. We'll have a transfer stage like that sticks out here, and then that will propel it to Juna and to capture around Juna. And then, yeah, we'll have a rocket that comes underneath here, and it'll be a very, very big, probably weird, janky thing, but we'll see how that goes. Right, before I finish this, obviously, it has to have some brake lights, right? Because we can't be driving around Juna without brake lights on. No, that would be really, really silly. I need to check and see if Parts Manager has had an update yet. Because I can't also change... Can you change the colour of lights in the part action window? Toggle light true. There we go. Or does it change depending on what the accent is? Like, if I were to do this, would that change the light? No. What if I did the base colour? Will that change the light? No, that just changes the actual colour. Oh, that's annoying. So can we not change the colour of lights, or is that just something that I don't have with Parts Manager, Parts Window? I'm back. Hello, welcome back. I want KSP2, but I have an i5 with integrated graphics. Yeah, that might not be powerful enough to run KSP2. Am I shape-shifting into Walter White? I hope not. Stop dying. It is unhealthy. It is unhealthy. Make yourself a tea. I don't actually really have any tea in my house. Did you know that the German Tiger 1 was so quiet that it would sneak up on other tanks and steal their fuel? I did not know that. I also assumed that's complete rubbish. You can't attach any radial parts to RTGs. Oh no. So yeah, lights wouldn't have worked. Can I pronounce... Did I say that right? Is that a transport rover? It's kind of just going to be something... Oh my god. One sec. Just dying off mic. It's just going to be a rover that drives around the surface of Juna and picks up the crew from, like, you know, their landers. It's got a pod on it, so it can be autonomous, and then takes them around to, like, surface bases and stuff that's going on. Right. I'm going to quickly be right back, I think. I'm just going to go get myself, like, a warm drink or something, just to try and recover a little bit. I will be back maybe in about, like, 3 minutes or so. But thank you for coming along to the first part of the stream. I'll be back momentarily. I need to sort out my body, because it seems to be giving up on me. I'm dying, and I don't want to be dying. I'd rather not die. That's quite terrifying. But anyway, those terriers are not going to be enough. Those terriers are enough. I literally just landed this. I just landed this. Earlier on in the stream, I managed to get it down to the surface of Juna. So anyway, I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. And hopefully, there will be no more death on this stream. Well, not my death, personally. Not me dying. We're going to be killing loads of Kerbals. We're going to be murdering absolutely all of the Kerbals that we possibly can. But hopefully I won't be dying on this stream. We'll try not to. Anyway, let's jump back into Kerbal Space Paint 2 and try and build the next thing, which will be a surface base. I want to build a base that, you know, this rover can drive to and from. And I think one thing, do I want to build? I'm going to try speaking a little bit slower, maybe, than I usually do, and that might be might mean that I can actually speak without dying all the time. Do I want to build a modular surface base? Is that even going to be possible in Kerbal Space Program 2 yet? And by modular, what I mean is I can feel like a cough coming on, and I'm actively trying to repress it. But what I mean by modular is like have like loads of different parts that can all dock together whilst on the surface of Juna, or is that just going to be unfeasible in Kerbal Space Program 2 at the moment? I don't know if it will be. I missed the thing. What thing did I miss? What did I miss? Oh no! Did Matt Lown come along again and tell you all to spam that? Because I know he did that on the last stream, or one of the last live streams that I did. I should. I missed the thing. Murder. Change the record. Hi, Carnasa. I just got here. What have you gotten done? Hello, Bunting Bunch. Welcome to the stream. I've built this rover. I've built this wide, like, very tall rover. Managed to successfully land it on Juna once. And, yeah, now I'm going to be working on a surface base. Because the one that I built in the end of the last live stream was not good. It was not good. You actually missed the thing. What did I actually miss? I don't think I missed anything. Carnasa, yes, you can change the color of the lights using the parts manager. Okay, so clearly that's something that parts menu is missing. So I need to let Shadow Dev know about that as well. Obviously, like, it's quite a... It's a new mod, and it replaces the parts manager. Like, you can't get parts manager. I wish kind of parts manager was still active. Like, you could open it if you clicked this. I might make that recommendation just so that we do have the option to do that with this mod. But yeah, no, that would be nice to still have, because obviously there are still some features missing from parts menu. It has gotten a lot better. Like, honestly, Shadow Dev has already, like, improved it so that you can change the amount of fuel that is in each stage and stuff, which wasn't in there when I first got it. Hello, T-Rex Attack Studios. Welcome. And George, or no, wait, no, is that Jorge Nunez? The bassist from my band was called Jorge, and it was spelled the same way, so I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. And I always got when I first met him, I had no idea how to pronounce his name. But he became a very good friend of mine, and I do miss him because he's moved back. He is from Spain, and he moved back to Spain, and I do miss him dearly, which is it's very sad. I don't know how to say those. It looks like people are just putting, like, it's the old meme video where it's the guy going like that. That's all I can see. That's what it's making me see in the chat when I see all of those. The power of all compels you. I've got no idea what that means. I have been having the pumping sim once glitch. Anyway, how to fix it? I've never encountered that glitch. I've not had that problem. That's something that I've never seen myself. So I don't really know what that glitch. Yeah, the best thing to do is report it to, like, the devs. I missed the most important thing. What's the most important thing? Clearly the most important thing is liking and subscribing to Carnasa. Is it? I don't know. I said there will be no more dying on this live stream, and clearly that was a lie. Right, anyway, I'm going to build a surface base. That's what we're next going to be doing. And then I think once I've somewhat built a surface base, then I'll be ready to actually launch some things to Juna. And finally, we can get this massive, huge Juna space station and everything over to Juna. We're going to start off with a truss, because in truss we trust. I'm really glad that Liz Truss didn't use that as a slogan. She might have done, but, you know, in truss we trust. Yes. Not in thrust, in truss. We want all of the truss. We want large bits. We want... This is surface-based building 101. Here we go. Let's do it. Rapid build. Rapid build. Rapid build. We want an extra large one as well. There we go. We definitely want one of these. One of these over here, you know. Let's go for ground, and we want some of those like that, and maybe that on there, and perfect. Surface-based done. Right? No, let's actually make something proper. Something proper would be... Something proper would be nice. I might have to call the live stream if I keep dying like this. Because this, clearly, you don't want to be here and hear me just, like, repeatedly dying whilst on the stream. Rest in peace. Yes, rip, dead. Nah, you gotta land that now. What, that thing that I just made? No, I think I'm fine. I'm not sure if I would really be able to land that, but... I think what I can do is make something that looks somewhat decent. Let's give it a go. Oh, you know what would be really, really nice? Can I, like, move that so it's roughly in between these two? Like so. And this is the Juna power generator. And it's a shame we don't have radiators yet. Although, I guess I could put some, like, solar panels on top of this. And then that way, pretend these are like, you know, extendable radiators right now. They're only solar panels, but, you know, I'm going to pretend they're radiators. But this will be my Juna surface-based power module. And I'm not going to connect it. I'm just doing it for looks. Like, I'm not going to be able to dock this to what I'm going to be building. But, you know, just for looks, I think this would look quite cool. Having like different parts of the base to put down and trying to land them all together at the same spot in Juna is going to be a friggin' nightmare, but it is something that I do want to try and do. I want to have multiple pieces of this surface base down and see how that goes. So this is going to be the power part, yes. And in order to land this, I'm going to need engines and probably parachutes, but we'll get this down as one piece, and I will get some ground. So I want to go for some of these medium landing legs, I reckon. I probably should have checked that, but I also am trying to build right now, so I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. How do I get this the right way? There we go, yeah. I'll place one of these like that. No, I want to have... No! God damn it. I want to have these on mirror symmetry and place them there. And I want to have those like that. I think once again, if I just talk more normally, rather than my more excited live streaming voice, maybe I won't die all the time. Carnasa, what did I miss in the 100 minutes? Basically, me building this, the bug rover. Look, it's a bug. It's a bug. It's a bug. And landing it on Juna, making sure that it all worked, and driving it around and realizing that wheels do be slippy. They are very, very slippy. Right, so there we go. We've got this. This is going to be our source of power for Juna. I really like this. Although, is this going to break because I am holding it within truss, and basically as soon as I, you know, do anything with it, it's just going to, like, just break upon me? Because that would be really sad. I think, why has that gone there? Like, clearly, I want this to be on top so that, like, you're the same height. Struts, what are you doing? That needs to be a little bit higher, right? Right? It needs to be about there. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Wonderful. Right, so I am going to probably put some sort of docking port or something on the top there. But I think, as sort of like some sort of power situation goes, this doesn't look too terrible. And I think if I go into structural, I might be able to maybe put like a large engine mount on it. I'm not an extra large one, a large one. I'm not actually going to use these, but, you know, it kind of like nicely rounds off the thing. Yeah, like so. Now, I do need a way of controlling this. And this is just for looks, because obviously, like, what I'd imagine is that when our Junans or our Kerbals get down to the surface of Juna, what they're going to do, right, is they're going to get a really, really long extension cable, like the biggest extension cable they can find. They're going to go down to B and Q and probably buy like a 100-meter long extension cable. They're going to plug it in over here into, like, clearly there's a plug socket, that's a plug socket right there. That is a plug socket. They're gonna pull it all the way out to the rest of the surface base, like this extension cable, and then they'll plug all of their, like, teas and not teas, like kettles and, you know, all of that is going to be in that surface base into this, just with the really long extension cable. Like, we're not going to be able to rectify that or, like, kind of like have that show in game, but in my head, in my head canon, that is the lore of this surface base. Radiate Kerbals. We are going to radiate them as well. Like, this is a giant radioisotopic thermobaric generator. Yeah, I keep forgetting what they're called. Radioisotope thermoelectric generator, I think, is what RTG stands for. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, this will be one piece that we get down. I do need some sort of command on it, though. And I think what I want is actually probably 2 command pods. So I'm going to get one there, right? And then on this other side, to kind of counterbalance it, what I'm going to go for is we're going to get a large battery. And that will roughly be... It's a little... Maybe I want another large battery. That should be about the same, right? Right? No, that now looks quite a bit longer. Oh, god damn it. Right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to take this off, because I want this to be perfectly symmetrical, so I can land it properly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a large battery, like that, then I'm going to copy and paste this, and of course it's going to go all sorts of wonky. And I'll put that there. I'm going to get rid of that large battery, and just... Where the hell did that go? What? What on earth is going on? I don't understand. I'm very confused right now. Right, so that goes there. Then that goes there. Then that goes there. Then that goes there. And bang! And it's done. And I need a way of getting it down, and I need a control surface that will be on the top here, so I can actually control it and not do what I did when I landed that, which was really silly. When I attempted to land that, yes, I've got no way of pointing up that way, so I had to fly that in all kinds of weird ways. It was quite a landing. It was one of the landings of all times. This thing is not going to work. I can guarantee it will. It will work because I have faith. Please stop it. What did you miss last stream? I don't know. I can't remember what I did last stream. The last time I streamed was last Monday, right? The engine plates. What about the engine plates? I'm not going to put anything on them. Engine plates are cursed in KSP2. The only reason I've got them on here is just, you know, for looks, kind of like end off this. I'm not going to put any engines on those, though, because they don't work. They really, really, really do not work. Right, so I think what I want is, obviously, some parachutes on here. I'm going to get on top, I'm going to get just one, kind of like here, and I'll place another one on the other side, so it is exactly the same, like that. Lovely. Those are going to be the radial chutes. Then, I think what I want to do is probably... I don't really want to interrupt this structure here, though, because I really like the look of that. I think that looks really cool. And, but I do want... I do want a probe on the top of here, so I can control from it. And, it's really hard to see chat when there's a lot of spam, so can we, like, maybe not spam so much so I can actually see if people are saying anything? Add reaction wheels. I have reaction wheels. These are reaction wheels, I believe. Or maybe they're not. These are. Yeah, there we go. I've got big reaction wheels. I would like to know why the last stream cut out. Like, yeah, the internet died. My internet disconnected, and it was out for about 10 minutes, and I was basically planning on having a break anyway. And then when that happened, I was like, you know what? Screw it. it's my internet is just completely cursed. I'm not going to bother carrying on. Hello, Carnasa. Hello, Jebediah Kerman. Welcome, welcome. You need chat mods for this. I do. I have very, very many chat mods, just none of them seem to be here at the moment. I have a lot. What mods would you guys suggest for making KSP1 look amazing, since I can't find to make KSP2 playable? Eve, Scatterer, Distant Planet Enhancement, Planet Shine, or Distant Object Enhancement, Planet Shine, Parallax 2.0. Those are probably the main ones that you're going to want to look at. Right, anyway, so let's try and... I don't know what to do with this. I want a control pod on the top, but at the same time, I don't, because I like the way it looks. Excuse me. Anyway, I think what I want is one of these, and I cannot readily attach that, although I could readily attach it down here. Interesting. Very interesting. So if I... Yeah, see, look, that looks dumb. Look how stupid that looks. That's real stupid. Why? But I need a way to control it from that direction. Unless I just don't and just try and... that's what I could do. Yes, I'm going to say screw it, and I'm going to try and control it like I landed the rover. Right? It's going to be cursed as hell, but I have faith that I can do it. Right, so we're going to go for a Methalox tank, and this is really hard to see because of how shiny it is. Right, I'm going to put that there. Right, and then what I'm going to do is, on the bottom of these, I'm going to get some terriers, like this. Place those there, and then on the top, I'm going to get some big, chunky parachutes. And this time, I'm not going to time warp, so I can actually deploy them. And then we'll get another couple of these on the other side as well. And that hopefully should be enough. What kind of Delta V are we looking at? 177. Is that it? That surely can't be it. I do not believe in that number in the slightest. Just report and block spammers. Yes, Carnasa, you are one of my favourite YouTubers because I love upside down rockets. Thank you. That was a very popular trend for me for a bit, and then it kind of just died. So yeah, I got a lot of. So if you ever make a YouTube video, right, and you can go on your comments, and YouTube automatically filters out some comments that it deems to be hateful. Okay, and you actually have to go looking for them. And I only found out about this feature probably about a year ago. And basically, I remember after I did the kind of like last upside down rocket that I did, seriously, I went in that section, and oh my god, the comments in there were not fun to read. There is a reason why YouTube automatically blocks out some of those comments, because yes, they were quite nasty, some of the stuff that people were saying. I also got a lot of hateful comments after my review video. A lot of people, yeah, just being very, very angry. It was just like, they were defending the game so hard. And, yeah, which just, I mean, I honestly, it was my honest opinion on it. That's why I called it KSP2, The Honest Truth, because that was my take on it, and there was a lot wrong with the game. There still is a lot wrong with the game. They haven't even patched it since I did that video, and that video came out 2.5 weeks ago. Same day the game came out. Right, anyway, I need some RCS. I need some RCS on here so that I can actually, you know, control it whilst I am in space, because that would be nice. I think what I should have done, and what I am going to do, I'm just going to build it up on this side, and then I'm going to remove that, and then just copy and paste all of this, and then that way it should all be complete. I'm going to make a couple of radial shoots. In fact, I'm going to make 4, so that gives me 8 radial shoots in total. If I do that like that, that should be, or maybe place them here. That should be enough radial shoot to hopefully get me down. Radial drogue shoots. Anyway. You're my favourite YouTuber. Thank you, ZZZ2354. I will remember you now. I said that I didn't remember you from the last stream, but I will remember you now. Because I've actually seen your message. I'm not sure if I saw a message from you in the last live stream, but I've definitely seen it now, so I will. Carnasa, are you a dinosaur? I mean, I have been sore all week. I have been very not well. Yes, hospitalized and everything. It was not fun. Anyway, yeah, this is enough for landing, I think. So I'm going to get 4 of these. That's probably enough parachutes. I do have monopropellant on here. Well, no, I have RCS thrusters, but I have no monopropellant. I've got ways of controlling it, but I have no way of controlling it from the downwards direction, which is problematic, to say the least. I'm just trying to think if there's any way that I could, you know, maybe get like a small decoupler or something that I can add onto the top of this. But I'm not sure if there is. And I do need monopropellant, right? I need, maybe not a lot, but I do need some. And I think what I'm going to do for that is probably, I mean, what I could do is take these off and put this on. Like so. And use that to land. Because once this is on the ground, I don't need RCS. And saying that, what I can do is just put these thrusters on here. Like so. And then if I get those and place them like that, and then I get mirrored on the other way. Yeah, that'll be enough control. That'll be enough control in space. Probe core on the landing boosters. That might be smart as well. That could be. Yeah, I think that is probably exactly what I should be doing. So thank you for that recommendation. Who was it that said that? Who was it? Netherbat. Thank you very much, Netherbat. I was wondering, but then I was also thinking, well, if I control from here, it's going to be not in the center of mass, but that doesn't really matter. That doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll get probe cores on all of the landing boosters, and I think that is pretty much it done. That's all I'm going to need. Right, so what I'm going to do is, oh no, is that the root part? God damn it. God damn, no. So I want to remove that, right? And I want to bin you. We're going to bin that. Then what I want to do is, I think, so I've got all of that. Then I want to copy this, right? And I want to place that this way. And now that should be everything copied over. I've got the landing legs, right? And I think that's everything. And these RCS are all now pointed like kind of like the right direction. So this is going to be the base power module thing. Yeah, and there we go. I'm gonna get a couple of legs on the side here as well. And then of course I need to strut it. We need to strut everything. If I place those so it's just there, just beyond the little circle, the inner circle, and then I'll come and do the same on the other side. So it's about there. And yeah, that should be fine. And that should hopefully be enough to land on Juna. I quite like this. The power plant of the base. I could probably also maybe sneak in another couple of solar panels. I don't know. Would that be too much panel, chat? Would that be too much panel? Or could I get 4 solar panels on here? Let me know. Frozen? No? Is it? Carnasa, can you use nuke engine to get to Juna? I probably will use some of the swerves, the almighty swerves to get over to Juna because I love that engine. Not enough. No more power. No more power. Done for ground base. No more panel. No more panel. Too much. Too much. Okay, right. We'll get just these 2 then. We'll just have these 2 on. It's fine. Add more RTG. We've got them. Look. It's the biggest RTG that you could ever imagine. It's so friggin' huge. It provides a lot of power. It's a lot of power. Unlimited power. It's all of the power that you could ever possibly want from a surface-based power extension module. But yeah. This one, I'm not sure how easy it's going to be land things together, but, you know. Anyway, let's toggle those, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. I'm going to strut it first. Yes, always remember the struts. Can't be forgetting those. It is the most critically important part of Kerbal Space Program 2, after all. You must always remember to strut your designs, otherwise they're just going to fall apart. Because joint rigidity is not a thing. Anyway, I think that might be fine just there. And then maybe what I'll do is get you to connect to there, like so. Like so. We'll get that in. Why can't it be normal? Why can't it just work how I wanted it to work? Why does it do this to me every single time? Every single time I try and do something in Kerbal Space Program 2, it ends up backfiring and going all kinds of wrong. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna try this and place that there and there and there. There we go. I think that should be fine. All right, there we go. This is gonna be not the bug rover. This is gonna be the Juna power. There we go. Save. Cool. Right, let's test it out. Let's give it a go. Apparently I've only got 177 meters per second of delta V. I don't believe that, but you never know. Let's launch it and find out. I find your lack of RTGs disturbing. Make it actually useful. I mean, currently, in KS... What's going on? Oh no! I didn't launch... Oh, I'm dying. I didn't select it. I didn't make it. Oh, look at this. Look, we're floating, boys. We're floating. Let's float away. Look at this. It's the magical rover. It can fly. It can fly. Look at it go. Yeah. I selected the wrong vehicle. So let's revert to the VAB and actually select the right one. Carnasa can use 1 million servos on the KSC to make a nuke. Maybe we can? I don't know. I can't believe I selected the wrong vehicle. That was dumb. Float to orbit! Yes, we probably could float to orbit using the wonderful thing that is cheat menu and having no aerodynamics and no gravity on at the moment so that I could get the thumbnail for this stream. I mentioned it earlier on, the reason why I've got those on is because I cheated the space station that I have got in the other workspace, because I couldn't build this in the same workspace because it was starting to get really laggy. I basically launched that, used the mod Lazy Orbit to get to Juna, but because it was a fully assembled space station on the surface of Kerbin, if I didn't activate no gravity and no atmosphere, it would fall apart as soon as I launched it. So I turned on those two cheats to actually get that over to Juna before it broke on the runway. Like, yeah. Anyway, let's get this to Juna. I've also realised I have no communications on this. I have no comms on this at all, which is somewhat problematic, but I also have Comnet off. I'm not using Comnet because I find if you use Comnet, then... what was it? Why did I turn that off? When I was building the space station using space shuttles, right, if you had Comnet on and you released something from the cargo bay of a space shuttle, even if it had communications on it, the game thought it wouldn't, and it would make the thing spiral out of control, which is why I don't have Comnet on yet until they fix all the bugs with Comnet. Hello! Hello, Scott Manley here. I can't do a Scottish accent. I know when Matt came along, he was like trying to do a Scott Manley accent. I can't do a Scott Manley accent at all. To save my life, it would be very, very bad. Right, anyway, let us try and land this. Oh, and of course, I need to make sure that gravity and aerodynamics is actually on. And I also want that off because I want to try and land this without any cheats on. Right, so how do I turn this? 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 Is it just not going to turn? Is it not going to turn? If I try and point it retro... Oh, it will turn, but it just won't turn for me. Wonderful. What's going on? Oh no, it will turn now. Lovely. Perfect. Right, anyway. Let's try and land this on Juna and see if it is possible. I mean, it will be possible, but how easy is it going to be? And I also want to make sure that I am controlling from one of these little probe cores. And now I can't see a damn thing because we're on the night side of Juna. Right, so that is where I want to toggle control true. Right, so is this where I'm controlling from now? If I point retro, is that going to point me in the right direction? No, it will not. Nope, so I am not controlling from here. Is this another thing that cheat menu has or parts window has disabled? Because I really could do with being able to control from here right now. And this is another reason why I'm a little bit miffed that parts window has removed the ability to open up parts manager, because there are things that it is still missing. And I think before they completely removed parts manager, they should have tried to provide all functionality of parts manager. Right, I can't select this. Okay. Right, toggle control. Default. I want to control from here. So, do I have to find the part that I'm controlling from, which will be this probe core here, right? This one? This one? Right. Nope, that's just a reaction wheel. Where is the part that I'm controlling from? Is it that? No. Is it that? Yes, it is, but I've got no way of... interesting. Carnasa, I will be back in 30 minutes. Okay. Welcome back in 30 minutes. Adding mods to an already broken game is a great way to completely break the game. Well, some of them do help. Lazy Orbit. That's a great mod. Part window is somewhat decent. Like, it stops a lot of the things that I was bothered with part manager, but I would still like part manager as well. Like, I would very much still like, whoa, why are these all weird? I need to get these all on the same window. Yeah, no, I would still like the functionality of part manager too. Alright, let's get rid of those. These weren't like this, I swear. I swear my staging was correct. But clearly something has gone wrong somewhere, and now it is all kinds of messed up. Right, let's get that up there, and then move those down to there, and then I will get rid of all of these stages, and everything should be good. And I have 1,028 meters per second of delta V, which is kind of like what I would expect. Right, can I go? There we go, here we go. Let's attempt a landing. Here we go, going for Juna landing, and... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I keep forgetting that I've got control on the wrong way. But I think, I don't know, like, trying to land this without being able to control from those probe cores is going to be difficult, but it should still be achievable. So I'm quite happy. I'll be quite happy trying to land this. The power thing is going to break in the landing. No, it won't! I have faith. It will work! It will work. How's the station going? The station... I haven't really touched upon the station in this video because it was all built in the last live stream. What I'm just trying to do right now is build some things to, you know, actually make a reason to have a space station that big. So we're going to be trying to build a surface base on Juna. And this is going to be one part that I'm going to be sending down. Basically, a ginormous power module that will be brilliant, and, you know, our Kerbals can get out and plug in their, you know, smart chargers and all of that kind of stuff. Right, anyway, I think I am on time warp right now, but that's fine. I will remember to come off time warp by the time I land, and then hopefully we won't have the same issue that I ran into the last time we landed, which was the parachutes didn't deploy because I didn't realise that you can't stage whilst you are physical warping, which is something that you can do in KSP1. Hey, Carnasa, just joined. How is the Kraken behaving? The Kraken's not been terrible today, actually. I've not really ran into any bugs, I don't think. In fact, yeah, I'm not sure if I've ran into any bugs at all so far. Which is, I have to say, a hell of a lot better than what happened in the last live stream that I did. The last live stream, I basically rage quit after not very long because I was just getting so many bugs. So, yeah, it's going a lot better today. 4090 and owner 490. Please don't forget to turn off time warp when you pop your shoes. Yes. No, we won't be doing that this time. Hopefully not. I've got enough delta V on this to land anyway, but I would rather obviously use those parachutes. And I'm not even time warping right now. We're going about 500 meters per second. Let's like activate the chutes, right? Yeah, there we go. And now hopefully we should be able to land somewhere quite safe. Let's time warp through this. Oh, I have an idea. Instead of struts, use our... Man, you really love your RTGs. You really do. I think you've jinxed it, mate. Oh, no. No, I'm sure it's good. Yeah, that stream was PTSD inducing. Yeah, that last live stream was it was quite something, which is why I'm basically now redesigning the entire landing of this the landing part of this Juna colony. We're gonna build like all of these different modules individually. I'm gonna try and land them in the same space. That would honestly be ideal. Like, I want them to be, like, not very far away from each other, and I'm fairly sure I should be able to get somewhat targeted landings. It's quite easy to do. It's not the easiest, because it does have an atmosphere, but it's not too difficult to try and land things at the same spot in Juna. Right, we are moving 780 or 578 meters per second. I'm going to try and slow this down a little bit. Because I would like to be going a little bit slower so that my chutes don't, you know, just rip apart when I deploy them, because that would be very, very sad. Isn't that part of a big RTG instead of a reactor? It is. It's a massive, 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 massive radioisotopic thermobaric nuclear device. Radioisotope thermo. Why do I always forget what that stands for? Radioisotope thermo electric generator? I can't remember. But yeah, there we go. Look how diddy those parachutes look. Yeah, it's a massive RTG. And I just like the look of the part, which is why I wanted to include it as part of this power module. I just thought it looked really cool. And you know, because there's no real kind of like goal to the game yet. Like there's no science, there's nothing like that. So I'm just trying to make everything just look kind of like flashy. That's what I'm doing. Thermoelectric generator. Carnasa, the solar panels are going to produce more power than that RTG. They probably will. Well, the RTG produces 10 electric charge per second. These solar panels, I don't know how much they produce, but I think it's about 17 around Kerbin. If it's the same as in KSP1. I think these produce 17 electric charge a second around Kerbin. Right? Obviously, being at Juna, it's going to be slightly less than that because Juna is further away from Kerbal, so we don't get as much solar energy. But it's probably, yeah, they probably are going to produce maybe like 10 a second as well. So each one of these probably produces the same amount of power as this. But, you know, it just looks cool. It's a friggin' huge RTG. It looks awesome. How far off the ground are we? 2,000 meters. We're still going 80 meters per second. This is fine though. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. I think we're landing on a cliff, which is not fine, but you know, I think this will be okay. All right, 40 meters per second. Just firing up these engines just to try and really slow us down. But I think we should be. Are we still slowing down? We are. Nice. This is a lot of shoot, to be fair. This is an awful lot of shoot. Have you ever seen so much shoot for one small little thing? Ever? No? But yeah, there we go. This will be a nice touchdown. This will go well. I love the parachutes in KSP2 as well. I really like that they've got like actual animations for the parachutes now when they deploy rather than what we had in Kerbal Space Program 1. It is a lot better. It is much, 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 much better. Anyway, we are now coming down. 12 meters per second, 11, 10, 9. I can probably hold back on the throttle a little bit. 7, 6, 5, 4. I want to be coming down at like 0.1 meter per second, really. That is kind of the ideal landing speed. 2, 1.7, 1. We're kind of like moving this way a little bit. So, oh god. Oh god. It was a landing. One of the landings of all time. There we go. We are safely down. That was definitely a landing. But yeah, now we can, you know, just toggle these. Is that not going to toggle? Toggle. No. Toggle. Toggle. There we go. Oh. There we go. It does work. It does work. Wonderful. We've landed a ginormous RTG on the surface of Juna. Right now, it doesn't have any purpose, but yeah, it will. We'll have other base modules to put next to it, and you know, it'll be a whole system of different interconnected parts that actually won't connect because I can't be bothered to do that. I've done that plenty of times playing Kerbal Space Program 1, and even in KSP1 it can be difficult at the best of times. In KSP2, right now, I just think that might make me go insane. But anyway, yeah, this works. I've still got loads of fuel left, and you just decouple this, and there we go. And then I will go away and just destroy all of these, and this is what it'll end up looking like. Looking very nice. Anyway, that's that part of the base done. Now I need to work on the next part of the base. We need a living quarters. And some other things. Carnasa! What is streaming? And I nearly missed it. Hello, Jimmy Maguchi. Welcome to the stream. What was I going to say? I completely blanked. Did you want to be a mod did you want to be a chat mod on YouTube? Because there's been a lot of spamming today, and I've realised that no mods are here. And you're always at these streams, and I've seen you post up on Discord. So if you did want chat mod status, I would grant you chat mod status. Why is the probe core upside down? So the probe core is kind of weird at the moment. I've got probe cores on here, but because I am using part window, so it's a mod that basically brings back the part action window from Kerbal Space Program 1, it won't let me control from these. So the way I was landing there is I was controlling from one of these, which is obviously less than ideal when like I'm coming down this way, but you know, it also happened with this rover as well. So when I landed this rover, I was controlling it from here. So all of these landings have been cursed, but I've managed to successfully land both of them. So who needs a nav ball anyway? Who needs a nav ball anyway? Hello, Cobra Aqua. Welcome. Next patch science mode. Is this going to be a video? This will eventually all be edited into a video, yes. This whole Juna colonization attempt will all be edited into one big video. So, yeah, I don't know when that will be, because obviously this is taking quite a long time to do. Right, so now I want to make, like, a living quarter. Like, somewhere for our Kerbals to live. I also probably should paint this, but maybe I'll get the entire base done first. So this could maybe be... Yeah, let's have a think about this. Can I attach things? No, I can't. Right, so I'm going to get a structure in here, and what I'll do is come into here, and then we'll place two of these. Can you like not attach at the moment, please? Thank you. There we go. I'm going to get those there. Then I think I'm going to have a couple of windows, you know, just to make it look really fancy. Look at that, very fancy, very fancy. And this probably could just be like, you know, I'm feeling like this is the command hub. This is where, like, most of the Kerbals are going to stay for most of the time, and it's going to look very cool. Check the base in tracking. You reverted. I know I reverted. Like, it won't be there. This is, I'm not putting it, I'm basically cheating everything into Duna orbit just to test it. I'm not actually flying the missions in completion yet. Like, if you look, it's got no rocket to get it to curb in orbit or anything. I just put this on the runway, cheated it into Juna orbit and landed it just to check that I can actually land this when I get to Juna, which is why the cheat menu from KSP1 was very, very, very much missed when I started playing this game, but I now have a mod called Lazy Orbit that basically brings back that feature from the cheat menu from KSP1, which is brilliant. Right, yeah, I'm thinking of going for something like that. But RTG's near the living space. Yes, so we can irradiate our Kerbals. Brilliant idea. A huge nuclear reactor on top. Look at that. It's like it's wearing a sombrero. Or even better, we could actually turn this into a sombrero. Like, if I come into payloads, and right, we get an extra large fairing, right? If I place it that way, like this. Ha-ha! It's got sombrero on, sort of. Maybe, you know. Carnasa, is this Juna mission going to come out before KSP1 Farewell Juna? Probably not. Because I'm still live streaming this right now, obviously, and I've said it before earlier on in this live stream. My plan for next week is to start editing down Farewell Juna. This kind of looks like, I don't know, a very beefy, like, these are arms, right? And this is the dude's face, and he's wearing a sombrero, but he looks angry, but he's wearing a sombrero, so he's happy, you know? Yeah, over the course of next week, I don't know if I said this, I'm going to be trying to fully getting Farewell Juna done. That is my goal. Whether I achieve that or not remains to be seen, because those videos take a friggin' long time to make. Like, a really long time. I think Farewell Eve was about 36 to 40 hours of editing. Like non-stop hours. Over the time that I was doing it. I think that's how long it took. This looks really funny, but I don't think I'm going to go for this. But, you know, I might just keep this, you know, over here as a monument to the Sombrero Man. We could maybe land Sombrero Man on Juna at some point, but maybe not today. Or do I? I don't know. How much electric charge does the reactor produce? The reactor, I don't actually know. I think it's a lot, though. If I have a look, it produces 50 a second. 50 a second! That's a huge amount. That's a lot of power. What happened? I've been off for about 20 minutes. I made Sombrero Man. Very beefy. Like, he's got big beefy arms. Kind of makes me think of, like, a little bit like Geodude from Pokemon. Like, he's got just a big fat body and then big beefy arms, and we've given Geodude a sombrero. There we go. So this is, yeah. This is amazing. Land it, Sombrero Man sounds like a terrible suit. So what's your superpower? With a click of my fingers, everyone around me suddenly begins wearing sombreros. Amazing superpower. That's brilliant. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back to your Exotech Studios. So, I could land this. I could land this and have this be like the centerpiece of the base. Right? Right? Maybe we do that. Carnasa said do. Laugh. Silly scrub. Right, anyway. Yeah, maybe I will land this. We'll land Sombrero Man. I think this should be quite possible. But I do need legs. Sombrero Man does need legs. So let's put some legs on him. And I think we'll just go for the medium-sized legs again, because the large ones do not work. They are cursed to hell. And I've just realised they need to be facing up that way. How on earth am I going to get this to orbit? I honestly have no idea. That is going to be a challenge for future me to figure out. Right now, we're trying to land Sombrero Man on Juna. Right, so they need to come around like so. Perfect. There we go. It's a base. It is one of the bases of all times. It is a based base. Do it. Lol, it looks goofy. It does. It is. It's a base that has a sombrero on it. It looks amazing. This is definitely one of the most cursed designs I've ever made. But it's fine. Right, I'm going to put some of these up onto here. I hate that these struts just never decide to work the way you want them to. Right, yeah, we'll go for that. And then I need a ladder on here, right? Because we need to show that we can get down from the cursed sombrero base. And I just did mirror symmetry there, didn't I? I don't want to do that. I just want one. If I toggle that, there we go. I know in the last live stream that I did when I was landing something on Juna, people were telling me, your ladders are deployed, your ladders are deployed. You've the drag that they will provide. And I was like, I know my ladders were deployed, because I couldn't undeploy them whilst in flight, because the mod that I've got, parts menu, it doesn't actually allow you to click on ladders in flight for some reason, so I couldn't undeploy them, which was a bit sad. Yeah, I did know that my ladders were deployed, and I would rather not attempt to be taking off from the surface of Juna with my ladders deployed. That is, because that would be very silly, but I was unable to, unfortunately, do anything about that. Why did that only create one? Because I've only got one-way symmetry on. That would be why. That would be why. Right, let's delete that, and let's do two-way symmetry. Why am I... What happened there? Right, okay. Let's change it to mirror symmetry. Place that on there, like so. Wonderful. Game is only 60 FPS in the VAB. Carnasa always in the VAB. Yeah, I'm like in the. I spend a lot of time in the VAB because you know I design a lot. That's my favorite part about KSP is designing things. Anyway, I'm going to. What do I do? Put some of these on, and we'll create four-way symmetry. If I place those there like that, yep, that is perfect. I think this should come with monopropellant inside, right? Yeah, it does. It doesn't have an awful lot, but that might be enough just to maneuver it around in space. Now what I need to do is figure out a way of actually getting this onto the surface of Juna. Right, so I'm going to need some parachutes, right? I will need probably some of these radial mount parachutes. I think if I make these mirror symmetry, so I go mirror, we place one there, and I place one there, and then I'll go also like one there, and then finally one there, and there we go. We've got 8 of these parachutes. That will be more than enough. I feel like that's going to be overkill, but you know, you can never have enough parachutes. Anyway, now what I want to do is place some of these, and I think I'll go one there, and then yeah, we'll get four big chutes on top of the sombrero. Lovely. Carnasa, can you do Farewell KSP? I've answered that about 5 times over the course of this live stream. I am working on Farewell KSP. I'm going to be spending all next week doing Farewell KSP. It just, those videos take a long time to make. Okay? They really do, because I have to script them. I have to find things to do. It's not like, I've said this about 1 billion times. I can't just click my fingers and video be done. It doesn't work like that. I will put an extra mono tank just in case. Yeah, we probably should, but I also need to get fuel to land on the surface of Juna as well. War blunder. Anyway, we are going to, yeah, I need to get some sort of fuel tanks on the bottom of this just to take it out of Juna orbit, and I don't really want to put anything on the engine plate though, because engine plates are cursed as hell. They are cursed. Doesn't KSP2 support time warp under acceleration? It does. It does. It's a really, really nice addition. I like that. I really like that they've included that. Right, so I need to figure out how I'm going to land this. I don't really want to be, you know, just putting a massive chunk of a tank underneath this. What I would probably rather do is maybe get some of these, like a 4-way symmetry like this, and put terriers on all of them. But, oh dear, what has that done? If I clip these in like this, though, is that going to cause me problems? Because that very, very, very well might. No! Oh! Why is offset and friggin' move on the same key? Seriously. It didn't need to be changed. I swear, it was fine the way it was. Yeah, that doesn't annoy me at all. Right. Let's take things slowly before I consider rage quitting from why won't it? Okay, now I can only raid. What on earth is going on? Right. Okay. If I place those there, right? Can I please place those there? Yes, wonderful. Wonderful. And this is probably going to go all sorts of wrong because I'm, you know, offsetting these massively inside of this, and KSP2 does not like part clipping at all. Well, in the duel episode, you can say Jeb nuked your PC. Yes, because Jeb did nuke my PC. Use the Poodle engine. I like the Terrier, though. And also, I like the fact that I've got 4 of these. I think this looks nicer. Although one medium fuel tank and one... Yeah, I don't like the look of the Poodle. I really don't like the look of it in KSP2. I think it looks naff. Like, I really don't like this model at all. Like, I just don't think it looks nice. At all. So, I'm trying to never use it. I just think it looks... The Labradoodle, though, I think looks really cool. This is an interesting looking engine, but the Poodle, I just don't like it. And I'd rather use multiple terriers. Yes, probably a crime against all KSP, but, you know, this is just the way I like doing it. My bets are the other way round. What's this? Do you think someone will mod the new KSP2 UI into KSP1? No, yeah. I think, as Beastie said, yeah, that it will be more like KSP1 UI comes to KSP2. Right, okay. So, I think I'm pretty much done. Right, I've got control, I've got engines, I've got parachutes, I've got absolutely everything that you could want from a sombrero-based lander, and I think that is me good to go. And this will be like the command. So I'm not sure if it looks right. I started off saying it's a sombrero, but actually to me now, looking at it from this angle, it looks more like a witch's hat, right? It no longer... I think a sombrero would be a little bit shorter, maybe. This now looks like a witch's hat to me. So, yeah, it is... It's gonna cackle all on its way down. Right, anyway, I think I am ready to launch this. So, let's give it a save. And hopefully nothing goes wrong. And try it out, this module. So yeah, I think I'm done. I don't think there's anything else I wanted. Maybe more monopropellant. Maybe, I mean, we've got more than enough power. Yeah, I think maybe I will add a little bit more monopropellant. So if I add, say, some of these, maybe I can add them like there. It's looking less and less and less hat-like the more I add to the top, though, which I don't really want. I'd rather keep it. I'd rather keep the hat aesthetics. Maybe I can do that. Yeah, you know what? That'll be fine. That'll do. That'll do. Right, let's give it a launch. Let's give it a launch. I've deliberated enough. We're gonna save. Make sure I'm controlling from the right part this time. Launch. Let's go. More RTGs. We've got a huge RTG. That looks exactly like the original 2-nozzle Poodle. I know, I never really liked the Poodle from KSP1 either. I always used restock, and I really like the Poodle in restock. But, yeah, I always used the 1-nozzle Poodle. I didn't like the 2-nozzle Poodle. Anyway, let us take this over to Juna and try and land it on the surface. First sombrero to space. We have done it. We have sent the sombrero / witch hat to space. And now I need to open up sheet menu again because, as always, it is... Whoa, okay. We are spinning out of control. This is not good. This is very, very, very suboptimal right now. What is going on? Right, so I want gravity on and aerodynamics on. And... let's time warp and see if that fixes the problem. Maybe if I hit Control X and time warp again, maybe I... Oh no, Alt X. Alt X. Why are you spinning? Why spin? Why spin? Excuse me. Why spin? No vessel control. Right, wonderful. Okay, well, I think... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this in orbit, and I'm just going to go back to the Space Center. Because then I don't have to keep messing around with cheat menu from not reverting back to the VAB all the time. We need taco living quarters. Has science gone too far? It very well may have done. First sombrero to space. What is going on? Fly safe. He spin. He do spin. He really do spin. And now I can't get rid of cheat menu because there's no way to close it. Wonderful. Is it going to follow me into the VAB? I bet it will. There were no more Kerbals. Yeah, I need to put some Kerbals in. It's going to start spinning at 10k RPM once you get back to it. I'm never going back to it. I'm never going back to it. Right, let's Cheat menu being in the VAB is really annoying. Let's just hide it down there. And let's open up that craft again. And let's try this again. We do it again. You cannot escape the cheat menu. The cheat menu follows me everywhere. Ah, it's so cursed. Right, anyway, let's make sure that this is not where I was. This is not fully saved. This is missing a lot of stuff. So, is it this one? 1837? Yeah, I feel like this is, 6:37. That's 3 minutes ago. That feels more like the time it should be. Right, yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're going to control this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have some Kerbals in. So the Wanderer, yep, that's perfect. We'll get Tim C. Kerman and Valentina Kerman. And try and sort out our staging whilst we're here as well. And we're going to send these down to Juna. And hopefully it'll work. What on earth is that? That's the fairing, but I've not actually got a fairing on it. Right, let's go... Okay. Why have I got 12 empty stages? What on earth happened here? Let's get rid of all of these, please. Like so. And then I've just got the engines, and then I've got the parachutes, and that should be fine. Right? Let's go. It's like the Principia menu. I suppose, yeah, you always have loads of different menus up with Principia. Right, it looks like we do have all of our gravity and all of that stuff on now, though, which is perfect. Look at the moon all the way over there. Look, it's amazing. Anyway, let's go for Juna. And hopefully, this time, I have Kerbals on board. So, if I lose control, who knows what I'm going to do? Probably throw a fit. Right. Oh, no, we are somewhat in control. What was those? Were those dings? I didn't see. I'm a terrible live streamer. I still need to work on getting my second monitor. Yeah, why are we just, going all over the place? Oh, that's fine. Right, anyway, let's land this. I'm fairly sure this will work, but, it'll be... Oh, wow, we're very, very, very near the other one that I attempted earlier on. Right, let's begin our de-entry, descent burn from here. Let's make sure that we're pointing retrograde. And finally, I can actually click at retro and it be pointing the right way because I've got the control surface the right way round for this vessel. This is the first vessel that I have landed on this live stream, and this is the third landing that I've done that I've been able to do this. Why did my engines not fire? There we go. Here we go. We are coming down on Juna now. I think if we get this at about, like, maybe 0 meters, that should be fine. There we go. Cool. Let's do a landing. Another Juna landing. Ah, yes. De-entering Juna. Indeed. Which graphics card do I have? I have a 3070 Ti. All of the specs, all of my info that I use, my PC info, is all on the About on my channel. If you want to ever go check that out, it's like I list them there because where else to list them? Seems like a smart idea. Anyway, we are very, very, very close to hitting Juna's atmosphere. There we go. So let's turn this around. And I think what I want to do is make sure we're not time warping, and I'm just going to deploy the parachutes in preparation, and suddenly the epic Juna music begins once again as we land the Sombrero Man on the surface of Juna. Look at him. Look at his angry face. He is super pissed about this situation. He never wanted to leave Kerbin. He had a wife and kids back there. But no, the space agency have decided to send Sombrero Man on a mission he will never return from on the surface of Juna. And he is very, very, very much peeved about it. But we're not, because we get to see a Sombrero Man, or we get to see a base wearing a sombrero land on the surface of Juna. It's brilliant. It's amazing. New idea. Radiating Kerbals and Juna title idea. I would love to. You would love to what? Ah, yes. Are the Vanera vibes intentional? No. I just wanted to make a... I just wanted to make a sombrero. All right, the next person that asks me, can I do Farewell KSP? You're getting banned, because that's about 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 or 15 times people have asked that on this live stream. I'm just joking, but I have said it multiple times, and at risk of repeating myself multiple times, I am still working on Farewell KSP. I am! I'm going to be working on Farewell Juna next week. That's when I plan. I want to get it out next weekend. Whether I can or not depends to be seen. Those episodes take a long time. Spins Revolver. I mean, I would love to watch your PC video. PC video? Okay, what did I miss in the last 15 minutes? We're just landing a sombrero. Did I see the Minecraft Artemis map? No, I have not. Sombrero Man is the goats. I see the constant roll back and forth is still there from KSP. Yeah. There's a lot of weird bugs with SAS at the moment. SAS is not ideal. Really, really, really not ideal. It's quite cursed. But I really want to land in that crater. That crater looks damn interesting, and I've almost landed there a couple of times. I think it's that crater there. That's definitely. I think when I get here, when I fly the base here for real, that is my goal. That crater is my goal destination. That's where I want to land because it looks cool. Is there anywhere else that potentially could look quite cool? Maybe some of the snowy regions. Is there anything like Korolev's crater? Is it Korolev's crater? I think the really cool crater on Mars that has got like ice at the bottom of it. Where I landed in the next millennia, my Mars landing mission was in that crater. Oh, we're coming down close on this crater though. We might be able to land in a crater still, but that one I really want to get to. Support him more than he can work full time as a content creator means faster and more content. That's my goal at the moment, is to actually do content creation full time. I'm almost at that point now. I think I'm getting relatively close to being able to do that, but I don't know if I will or will not. It all depends on the numbers, really. If they continue being good from KSP2, then maybe I can do that, but I don't know. I think the hype train for KSP2 died off very quickly due to the fact that the game came out as a complete and utter buggy mess. If they'd have released a good game, maybe more people would have been interested in it. I am going to keep trying. I'm expecting quite a big boost to maybe subs next weekend though, because I'm doing a collaboration with someone, which is going to be quite exciting. And there we go, 12 FPS, regular day in KSP2. I'm getting like 30 FPS now, but I guess when I fire up the engines, maybe it gets a little bit slower. SAS is using an Intel Pentium with 1GB of RAM. Oh dear. Oh man, someone's a glutton for punishment. I've shelved this until the patch. Yes. As I was just saying, like, obviously, I'm nearly at a point where I can take being a content creator full time. KSP2 content right now is doing really well for my channel, so that's kind of what I'm focusing on, because, you know, to actually make this my job, it's kind of like what I would need to do. But that is also why, like, Farewell KSP, that did really well, and I am going to be bringing that back. I do want to finish that series because I had a lot of fun making those videos. The reason why there's such a big gap between Eve and Juna is because I kind of ran out of ideas after finishing Eve, and like it's taken me a few weeks to kind of think about some more funny things, and hopefully I will be able to, which is why I've got like half of the script done. I've spoken about it already. I've gotten about 1,000 words written for the script. I probably need about 3,500 words for a full script. That's generally what the last two have been. So start slowing down a little bit more. So yeah, but I just needed time to like kind of think about things to actually put in the video. Like releasing an episode like that every week, just like the first two came out I think a week apart. I couldn't do that continually because I just personally run out of ideas. I needed a little bit of time to think about what to include in the next one. Goodbye, SpaceX. As long as you're content when creating, it's all good. Yes. Also, hello, welcome Pika6, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in the stream. Yeah, oh god, we're coming down on a friggin' big cliff. Oh dear. Not good. This is a really cool landing site though. Ideally, what I would like to do is... Hang on, I want to land there? What way is that? What way is that? If I go... No, it's this way. This way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Oh god, no. Oh no, now we're going to flip. But we are kind of coming towards this, which is where I wanted to be going. I want to just hover. This is a less than ideal landing site, if I'm going to be particularly honest. We are right on a mountain. That would be a nice place to land. Oh dear, we're now moving just like 1.1 meters per second. Yeah, that little bit over there would be nice to land. Can I get it so that I'm moving very, very slowly? Like maybe... Ooh, come on, come on, come on! Come on, come on. I want to be moving like maybe 1 meter per second. No, 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 no. And I want to kind of go this way. Kind of go this way, please. Kind of go this way. Can I? And I don't want to flip. Yeah, it's really, really hard with the parachutes to actually control the direction that I'm going in. Right. Let's do this. Right? Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. And now, hopefully, if I, just kill a little bit of momentum and go this way, this will do. This will work. Oh, God. No, I've gone back here. I don't want to be back here. Ugh. I want to be here. Oh, Sombrero Man, no! Don't fall on your big mighty hat! No! Oh, well, that's the problem with landing on a friggin' cliff. Oh, well. Hello, Carnasa. I just joined. This footage is surprisingly high. What was that, FPS? Yeah, this isn't terrible. But, yeah, I poor Sombrero Man. He only wanted to stay on Kerbin, but we ruined his dreams. We ruined his dreams. And now he is very, very, very unhappy chappy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that evil grin. He's clearly not very... He's not a happy chappy in the slightest. I wonder if I can roll this over by deploying the gear. Why won't the gear deploy? Come on, gear. I'm pressing G. That's lights. There we go. I might be able to roll this. Whoa. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. No, stop rolling on your hat, Mr. Mighty Sombrero Lander. Let's land. Yeah, here we go. This will work. Just kind of like shuffle it into position this way. Right, if I press G. No, that just doesn't bring gear out anymore, apparently. Is this going to make me jump up loads? No, there we go. We can somewhat successfully land this on the surface. Poor Sombrero Man. Indeed, he just wanted to stay on Kerbin. We are terrible people. The classic parachute reset. Yeah, the less than ideal thing lands on a mountain. Rip landing, yes. I've been watching you since your Kingdom of Beck episode 4 video. Wow. That is, that was a long time ago. that was like the 6th video I uploaded to YouTube. If that is true, then you are probably, if not maybe my first ever sub. Somewhat successful spaceflight. Este mai Milo. Suboptimal landing 101. But yeah, this does work. It kind of works. Let's make sure that I can, see. Yeah, look. Right. So I click on the ladder. It doesn't bring up the ladder. The parts menu doesn't actually allow me to select the ladder and extend it, which is really, really sad. A little bit annoying, but oh well. Not the end of the world. Can we take off with monopropellant? No, we can't. Okay. Anyway, I think that will be fine. I want to revert to the vehicle assembly building. Yep, and we want to work on maybe like 1 or 2 more parts for the surface base. But we'll see. Wish me good luck with my schoolwork, will you? Good luck, Stolk Aerospace. Good luck with the schoolwork. I hope it all goes fine. Well, you get A's, A pluses, A stars, whatever it is that schoolwork is judged on in merit these days. I've got no idea. It's been a freaking long time since I was at school. But yeah, good luck with your schoolwork. Anyway, and I hope it's not too stressful for you. Right, so for the surface base, I've got power. I've got sombrero, man. What else does a surface base need? What does it need? Nothing at the moment, because there's nothing really in the game. We could get some sort of big communications disk. Maybe one thing that I could land, right? If I come to Truss, in Truss we trust, and I go for like a medium-sized truss, what I could potentially do is get myself, and this is going to look really silly, but you know, we could get like a big tall radio tower. I don't know how I'm going to get this out to Juna, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like massive beams, right? We'll get massive beams, huge beams, and this is what we'll land on, right? And I'll place these here like this, like so. Oh, and struts only go so far, don't they? Oh, that's really sad. Because what I wanted to do is place this like a strut from here and bring it all the way up, and then at the top of this have like loads of communications dishes, because I think that would be quite cool. But struts only go so far. We can't make them go all that way, which is kind of sad. How far can I get them? How far do strut go? If I place that there, can I? No, I can't place it all the way up there. No, I can place it like about there. That do be as far as strut go. That's quite sad. I don't know why they've limited how far you can place strut. Maybe I can offset this a little bit higher though. Oh, I can. Amazing. Amazing. This is exactly what I... Oh, perfect. Yes. Yes, keep going. You can do it, strut. I don't think it's going to go any further, but that is a lot better than what it was. Brilliant. What every base needs: massive truss, antennas sold separately. Offset them, yes. I did manage to offset them, but yeah, we're gonna have like big communications on here. So if I go for, you know, like this kind of thing and place that up there, and there we go. We've got like ourselves a Juna radio tower, and I think this would be quite cool. And I think I want to maybe offset them ever so slightly so they're kind of like pointing upwards. And that will look pretty damn cool. And this is literally just going to be this one part. We'll land this like so. And I think I do need, obviously, I need a command probe in here. So if I get a medium probe that I put at the top, like there, so I can actually control it. And then maybe at the bottom, what I might do is make these come out a little bit more. So if I make them go like this, so they're kind of, so yeah, and then I can put like a reaction wheel at the bottom of this and everything will be good. Wonderful. So if I get a medium reaction wheel, place that on the bottom like there, and then I'm thinking, oh no, maybe I kind of want this to be an engine at the bottom, ideally, but I don't know. Why is the chat slow? Why is the chat slow? I don't know. Why is the chat slow? You're not slow, are you, chat? Oh, why has it got slow mode on? Because, yeah, spammers and all of that kind of stuff. It stops people spamming, and like when you get those really annoying YouTube bots that come in and are like, blah, 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 go follow this adult website now, do this, do that, do everything, and you know, I'm just not about that. I don't really want that showing up, which is why I also have subscriber only chat on, because I think it helps with it. I don't know if it does, but since turning that on in my live streams, it definitely seems to have helped somewhat. So, yeah, which is quite nice. Right, I'm going to strut some more, because in strut we trust. And can I not? No, I can't get all the way over there. But what I can do is come here and then use my favorite little tool, the offset tool, and we can do this. And there we go. Now we kind of have like some struts connecting everything together here as well, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Right, so there we go. I got a reaction wheel down there. Now, I think what I'm going to do in order to land this is just have some small engines radially attached on there. And maybe we'll get, I think, ideally, I probably want like my parachutes and stuff on the top, because if we have them down there, then we're going to land like the wrong way up, which would not be good. I would rather not be landing the wrong way up. That would be very, very sad. Right, let's do this. Can I place that on top there? Yep, I can. And then I'm going to get one of the big parachutes and place that on the top like that. There we go. Looking very cool. Liking this radio tower a lot. And then I'm going to get a decoupler, place maybe 2 of these on, because I don't really think I need any more than 2. And I will maybe place those there, just so it's kind of, you know, like actually attached to something. Although that still doesn't really look like it's attached to something. This truss is not ideal. It's not ideal. What's my PC specs? My PC specs are in the about on my channel. If you ever want to find that out, yeah. So if you just like click on like my YouTube name, go to the about my channel, they should all be on there. I wonder how the game would run if you turned it to 4K. I don't have a 4K monitor. I have a 180p monitor, so it's not really anything that I've needed to do. What on earth is that doing? Not really anything that I've needed to do, because yeah, I have only got myself a 180 a 1080p monitor. I said that in the review video that I did. I said that it was like I'm running it at 180, because that's just for some reason what I always tend to say. And someone was like, oh, you mean 1080? Oh, Carnasa's such a silly person. He said 180, lol. Yeah. Anyway, I wonder if I can get away with having some parachutes down here, because it would be nice to maybe get our drogues down there. Maybe? I don't know, but I feel like that is not going to end well. I feel like, yeah, that's not ideal, but then I could also get some drogues up here too. We'll just place, you know, like 6 of them, like so, around there. Am I? Oh no, I'm clipping. That's not ideal. I don't want to part clip. No! Very, very, very silly. Although I did kind of like, maybe I can do something like this, like get that there. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Just slowly putting this base together piece by piece. It's going to look like the best goddamn base ever. And I think, yeah, I think this will end up looking quite good, hopefully. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? How's this base looking? I've got a sombrero man. I've got multiple of these antenna dish, which I'm going to place on loads of different ways. So we're going to have constant communication, you know, and all different points over the surface of Juna. We've got these big ones to point back at Kerbin whenever, and then we've got kind of like, you know, some of these ones to point at different things on the surface of Juna as well. Probably get some, like, I don't know, do I bother with some like smaller antenna on the top? I think that might be a smart idea, just to know, get some more communications. You can never have too many. That's going to be hard to place though. Only stream in 144p. The frames will be excellent. Yes. Imagine you have 4K 180p or 1080p NASA PC for a gaming PC. That'd be quite insane. Hey, I have a 4K 144Hz screen. I have a 144Hz screen. I just don't have 4K. Add RTGs. I mean, this does need power. This does need a way of generating electricity. So, you know what? RTG time. RTGesus. RNGesus. I think if I get like 2 RTGs at the top here, that should be fine. That should be more than enough power for all of this. And I don't like the way that is. It's kind of like not at the angle that the adapter is. I think that might be the correct angle, like there, maybe. And then I can, you know, just like slowly slide them in. Brilliant. I don't think I really want any sort of solar panels on here, although I'm kind of feeling like this side is missing out a little bit on terms of communications. There we go. We've got a radio tower. We've got a radio tower. Although the engines, they need to go up. They absolutely need to go up, because I don't want to be landing on my engines, ideally. There we go. We'll do that. Lovely. So we got... Ooh, what was that? Thank you, Boris Games, for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, we've got those yeah, we got a radio tower. We've got a sombrero lander. I don't know why. And we have a power thing. So that's 3. I think I want to do maybe another couple of things as well, but I'm going to fly this now. Because, you know, it's always nice to see a flight and watch me struggle trying to land whatever the hell this is on the surface of Juna. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting landing. This is going to be a very interesting landing. Let's see if I can do it. I think I should be... Oh, I also probably want some monopropellant on this, just to be able to control it. So, yeah, we'll get maybe... I think I'll get a couple on there like that, and then I'll get a couple there, and then a couple there. And that should theoretically give me most of the control that I would ever possibly want. And I think what I'm also going to do is come in here, quickly get a monopropellant tank and place that on top. And, yeah, that should be fine. Should be good. Let's place that there like so. Brilliant. Right, so I want to be controlling from here. Right, and we want... What engine is that? Hello? Is it this one? Is it this one? But why when I hover over it, does it not tell me? Sometimes, I think it is, but yeah. Okay, we'll place those there. Then I'll get rid of all of these stages, and we will get all of the parachutes next, and then finally the decouplers, and then we'll see if I can fly this without it breaking apart. This will be somewhat an interesting flight, because I don't think this will go very well, considering it's just a long thing. Anyway, let's go to the runway 1. Let's send this over to Juna and see if I break apart whilst trying to build this. Build a taco. How exactly would you build a taco? This looks kind of cool. Oh, you know what it needs? It needs lights. It absolutely needs lights. I was a bit dumb in not putting any lights on this, but let's go for lazy orbit. Let's set ourselves to Juna and let's try and land this. Right, here we go. We got control. We got control. Let's wait until we are around this side of Juna, and I guess maybe what I could do is try... Oh god, all of the game pause screens coming up. What I could try and do is maybe attempt a landing in that crater that I was talking about, because I do kind of want to visit it. I want to visit it. I want to see it. It looks really interesting. So I think if I maybe... What's the best way to approach that crater? Probably if I start my burn about here, go about there, right, and then get that up a little bit. And that's going to cost me like almost 200 meters per second of delta V. Fabulous. What we like to see. And then I'll go for this, and then try and bring that down to about there for now, I reckon. That looks like it's going to be very promising. Right. So, how long is that burn going to take? One thing I can do is... Well, I've got 1 minute and 50 seconds of burn time in this, but I want micro-engineer because this now has a maneuver section. And it will tell me how long my maneuver is going to take. 32 seconds. Wow, I'm using a lot of my fuel for this. But that should be okay. Right, let's turn to our maneuver and try this. I'm back. Hello, Dialatrace. Welcome back. I know, you can actually get KSP2 for free, and it's so easy. Pirating. I mean, I'm not condoning pirating on this channel. You know, I got KSP2 for free as well. But that's because the lovely folk over at Intercept sent me a copy. So I could review it. And I feel a little bit bad because I kind of like... my review, it was honest. But it didn't really shine the game in any sort of favours. But every time they do a patch, and obviously the first patch is coming out this week, I'm probably going to cover it and just say like what's improved, what's been done. So do expect a video next weekend on like the improvements of KSP2 after the big Thursday patch that should be coming. Yeah, I imagine a lot of people will be making KSP2 videos again next weekend. Well, it all depends on how well the patch does actually fix some problems. Here we go. We are beginning our burn in 8 seconds. Anyway, here we go. And fire. Oh no. Fire. Fire! Fire! There we go. You can get KSP2 for free with one easy trick. Be a content creator. Yes. Why is my Delta V? What the hell? No! Why am I controlling from the... Oh, this is controlling from the wrong direction. Okay, right. Where's my probe core? That was a huge waste of time. I've just burnt in completely the wrong way. Right, so reversed. There we go. Reversed. Wonderful. That's not annoying in the slightest. Definitely not. So I guess... Oh, god damn it. Right, let's do this again. Except this time I have to correct the burn that I did, so that's going to be really bad. And we'll do something like this. I'm probably going to have barely enough Delta V to do this now, thanks to that one silly maneuver that I just performed. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. If I ran out of fuel on the way down, then we can just blame me. Yeah, I am the one who is to blame because I didn't even check to make sure that it was going the right way, and I should have really known by what way we were pointing around Juna that it was wrong, but oh well. Anyway, let's skip ahead to the next maneuver, and let's try and come down in that crater. Yes, the Kerbal system is like a vague recreation of the solar system. Yeah, this is Juna, not Mars. Although obviously my channel, like, oh god, no, I'm not pointing at my maneuver node. Turn to the maneuver node, quick. Yeah, obviously, like, my channel started really when I was playing RSS, like real solar system, you know. And that's kind of where I got my channel kicked off, because I did a lot of content in RSS. And I do still want to do content in RSS, because I really do enjoy RSS. Right, anyway, let's burn! Let's go! And try and not use all of my fuel. And also, I don't want to be landing there. Not really, because that... Obviously, we're going to slow down in Juna's atmosphere. I want my kind of, like, periaps, or my impact zone to be maybe about there. So we are going to probably burn a little bit more this way compared to the maneuver, because I feel like this should help a little bit. Yeah, if we stick about here, this should help me out, maybe? I don't know. How close is our periaps now? Is it going to disappear? Yeah. No. There we go. And I reckon if I just burn about here... I don't know, I went all suddenly all over West Country accent there. That was a little bit weird. Yeah, if we go for about there, that should be fine. I've got 366 meters per second of Delta V left. This is not brilliant, but, you know, it should be hopefully enough. And now what I want to do is turn retro, and we're going to begin landing, and hopefully come down in that massive crater. Can someone say... bye to me? Bye, Stoke Aerospace! Have a good rest of your day! You have teleported to the land of Hot Fuzz. I will buy KSP2 if Carnasa says it's worth it now. Well, I don't know why. The West Country is suddenly all coming out. That wasn't even really West Country, that last little bit. I don't really know what that last bit was. Hi Isaac B, welcome. Land a solar panel on Eve. Maybe. Anyway, let's get rid of this maneuver, and let's time warp! I'm really sad that you can't get physical time warp whilst you are in space anymore. That is something that I would quite like to see, because, you know, turning big vessels in space is a pain. Right, we are... still quite some ways off the target, but I've got 367 meters per second of Delta V to slow down if I want to, which should be absolutely fine. And we are going to attempt to land in the big chunky crater. Sounded a bit Irish, did it? I'm not very good at doing Irish accents. I probably would offend any of my Irish viewers if I even began to attempt to do an Irish accent. Although one of my best friends from uni was Irish, and oh my god, he was so funny. So funny. And I think, like, man, just going out on a night out with him was incredible. He could freaking drink. But, oh yeah, we're coming down maybe a little bit too fast. I need to maybe correct my orientation and burn up a bit. Can I even burn up? No, it's not letting me. It's not letting me. It's really fighting this. I just want to... No, I'm not gonna be... I might not even come down in the crater. Wow, Juna really slows you down. Even at 20,000 meters. Bloomin' heck, I was not expecting that. So Mars in RSS, like, you get no sort of slowdown whatsoever, really. So the fact that Juna slows you down this much, I am really surprised. We might still come down in that crater, although it's not looking promising. We might land on the edge. That's annoying. So clearly I have to really go quite far. Oh well. Still cool though. On a scale of 1 to 10, how frustrating has today been? Not that frustrating at all, actually. I've not really encountered any bugs, any bad things. The game has run really well for me today. Really, the only thing that I've been having a problem with is my own personal health. I keep dying, which is not ideal. Yeah, I've had a bit of a rough week, and I wanted to stream on Sundays because I want to set it. I want to have a official streaming schedule. Sundays, I always stream. That like, write it down. Carnasa is going to be streaming on Sunday. It's a Sunday at 4 p.m. GMT. Carnasa will be streaming. But yeah, no, I've been ill this week, and like I'm in a bit of pain right now from the illness. But I just wanted to stream. I want to set things up so that, like, I actually have a schedule. I have a commitment to my channel that I need to, like, actually pay attention to. No more gaps in content or do anything like that. I've got to release content. Yeah, this is going to be a really bad landing because, well, we're going down on the cliff. This is bad. How did you buy it for only 20? 20? What? I mean, that would have been nice to come down on, like that cliff there, but this cliff here, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. This is a very, very big cliff. I just wanted to land in the middle. That would have been so cool. But no. I mean, at least we've got a very wide base. Oh, look at that, though. You don't get terrain like that in KSP1. That looks really cool. I love like actual cliffs. That's really nice. And like the height map does look fantastic. This looks really, really cool. Right, let's slow ourselves down a little bit. The main chute's deployed yet? Yeah, kind of. It's point retro. Retro, please. But this is going to be a bit of a bumpy landing because we are coming down on a massive slope. But luckily, I have a very, very, very wide base. It certainly didn't skip leg day. Look at the wideness of that base, right? There we go. And that was actually not that difficult to land. It would probably be preferred if I landed somewhere a little bit flatter than that, like maybe in the basin of the ginormous crater that's down here. But you know, I'll take it. If I get this to move, like, why don't the parachutes cut? Parachutes, behave. Why you do this? Why you do this? Parachutes, what is up? Come on, cut. Cut parachutes, for God's sake. Cut, please. I don't get it. Actual cliffs to fall off now. We've only had high-grade slopes to ruin our day before. Yes, I think on my 3070 it would also actually run somehow decent. I mean, I have a 3070 Ti and it runs okay, considering I am also, like, obviously I'm streaming this as well, so that's going to be using up resources. Why are the parachutes not cutting? I'm moving 0 meters per... You know what? I don't want the flight in progress. I want action group manager, and I'm basically going to come in and tell the parachutes to all be cut on custom group 1. I want utility, and let's cut. And cut. And this is going to take a really long time to go through all of the parachutes because there are a lot of parachutes. And cut. I just want to look what this looks like when it's safely down on the surface, you know? Before going back to the VAB and working on the next thing. Right, let's cut. And we'll also come to here and cut. And we'll come to... Nope, that's not a parachute. That's not a parachute. Don't want to cut that. I don't know what that is, but we definitely don't want to be cutting it if it's not a parachute. Anyway, I think that might be... No, 1 Mark 25. I think that's everything, right? There we go. And cut. Nice. But yeah, I can only activate physical time warp now. This is a bug that I've been encountering. If you watched my last video that I did, where I did the air-launched Saturn V, I got Val out on the surface of Juna, and I was also running into the same problem with the parachutes not cutting. And yeah, I could only physical time warp. I got Val out and then was able to normal time warp, but when I did that, the entire craft just disappeared. It was a very sad day indeed. Maybe if I decouple these... No, it does not let me... That's weird. That does not look very promising for the kind of like the future of this surface base. But look at that. I like that. I like that we've got like a radio tower. I really like that. So we've got Sombrero Man, we've got radio tower, and we have got beefy power generator. Those are the 3 bits of the surface base that I've designed so far. Trying to land them close together, that's going to be a challenge. Yeah, that's probably going to be a lot of quick saving and quick loading to make sure that I get the exact right landing spot. That's not going to be fun, considering I didn't realise Juna's atmosphere would slow me down quite so... Yeah, look, it says we're still on for an impact course. No, we're not! We're landed! We're landed on Juna! We're not going to impact. But yes, no, that's a little bit weird, and hopefully that doesn't bug out when I actually fly the entire mission. But we will have to see. We will have to see how that goes. Carnasa, you need a PC that is for the stream only and one for the game. Yeah, that will be ideal, although that would be very expensive. Does it let you quick save? I don't know. Parts Manager should use radio attachments to group the things. See, I'm not using Parts Manager at the moment. I'm using a mod called like the Better Parts Manager, and it's basically the old part action window from Kerbal Space Program 1. It's nice, but it is missing a few features at the moment. I'm going to talk to Shadow Dev, I think, later on today about things that are missing that I want to see improved and put into the mod. It is better though than like right-clicking any one part and suddenly being swarmed with all of the parts that you've got on the vessel, especially like none of these vessels are particularly big. Oh, I've also got the rover as well. Oh yeah, so that's the 4th thing that I have successfully landed on today's live stream, which hasn't been too bad. And I think, yeah, I want another couple of like habitation pods. I think my voice is going again a bit now. I think rather than having this as like main habitation, what I think this would be quite fun to like, you know, not necessarily like as a purpose, but more like, you know, role play. This is going to be like a radiation shelter. You know, it will have lead-lined walls, all of that kind of stuff. It will be super immune. We'll have water in the walls actually, like just to try and prevent like as much shielding as possible from the sun. When Kerbal sends out solar storms, we'll get all of our Kerbals into here, and this will be like a storm bunker. It won't be the main habitation, but yeah, and that's why we've got the big nuclear reactor on top, because it's got so much radiation protection that they don't mind sitting underneath a nuclear reactor. There we go. That's the storyline for this. So I don't think this is going to be the main main habitat. So that is something else that I need to work on. Will be the main habitat. And yeah, we've got all of these. I think I might call the stream here now though, because I am getting in quite a bit of pain now. Yeah, my back is really starting to hurt, and it's just kind of getting a little bit annoying. I think I have been streaming for 3.5 hours though, which means I can have more paracetamol in half an hour, because I had a couple of paracetamol before I started the stream. But yeah, I was admitted to hospital on Friday with kidney stones, and they hurt a lot. Like really hurt. So I'm in pain, and I wanna stop because it's coming back and it's not fun. But thank you everyone for coming along to the stream. It's been one of the streams of all time. We landed a sombrero on Juna. We landed a communications tower, a big chunky RTG, and this rover here. I need to paint all of these as well. I might be streaming this again tomorrow night, probably working on the last bits of the base, and then finally getting it all launched. Because ideally, I think I want to maybe put one more base module down, the kind of like main living habitat, and then that'll be it. So we've got like these 4 bits here, and then if I save this, right, and then we've also got the actual station, which I think is this. Oh dear. Hopefully this isn't bugged, because I spent a lot of time building this space station. No, it's fine. This is fine. So yeah, we've got this space station here as well. And then I'll have to launch all of them to Juna, and that will take a long time. So there'll be multiple streams worth of content for this. But thank you everyone for coming along. When we stream again, hopefully tomorrow, I'll see. See if I'm okay. Start eating stones then. I missed nothing. Did I not miss anything? What's better than 1 sombrero man? 3! Yes. Wait, is this like a live stream series, or does each live stream have its own mission? This is kind of like a live stream series. I'm basically going to be... I will be editing all of this footage down into one video, but at the moment I'm just kind of like doing it over the course of these live streams. This is the 3rd live stream that I've done. But yes. Anyway. Bye, take care, get well soon. Thank you very much. And yeah, I should hopefully be streaming again about 8 PM BST or GMT, whatever. We're on GMT right now. 8 PM GMT tomorrow, if I get the time, and I want to release a video tomorrow. But thank you everyone for coming. Until the next time, I've been Carnasa, and I will see you all later.